Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just get started here pretty quick. Not gonna dilly-daddle, as it were. Cause I'm still in a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of pain. I am home from surgery. Things went well. You know, tumor-free, so that's awesome. It's all good news across the board. Everything is fine. We're doing a discussion hall today, right, Brandon?
Yep.
Discussion hall on what? What exactly? Discussion hall number 18. What is a SNEAKO?
Chap called SNEAKO.
What is a SNEAKO? The fuck is a SNEAKO? I don't know anything about this guy. During the last discussion hall, the one that we didn't finish because I, honest to God, can only take so much of Lily Orchard before I wanted to jump out a window. So we're just... We dropped that one like a hot log of shit because, I mean, at the end of the day, we were pretty much done with it, man. There wasn't much left to say. Bad person's a bad person. My voice is a little bit fried, too. I'm sorry for that. Don't know why, but it is. Probably because I had a fucking breathing tube shoved down my windpipe. That might help. That might be part of the cause. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gathering Hall. Let's get into this. It's an hour long. Brandon said there's a secondary video that we were also going to have to see because I guess this doesn't bring something up. But
there's a drama that happened about a year ago, and this is 2 years old. So
okay. So we'll have to add to that. So let's just get this fucking started, dude. I'm eager to learn about SNEAKO. Oh, completely forgot, guys. So this video is a video by TurkeyTom. The link to said video is in the description. Please check that out if you get a chance. Head over there and let them know we sent you. TurkeyTom's video. There we go. Definitely wanted to make sure that's in the description. Let's get going. So right off the bat, I want to say he has a really punchable face.
Don't they all?
I mean, yeah, all right, fair.
Was banned from the platform. According to news outlets, this was due to him repeatedly breaking community guidelines, though the specific meaning of this is unclear. In the 6 months before his ban, he went from a moderately popular content creator to one of the biggest streamers on the site.
Well, good for him.
Live to more than 20,000 of his extremely loyal, rabid fan base. Some call him a savant social commentator, while others relegate his entire online presence to the promotion of hate,
social commentator,
and misogyny. One side celebrates him being cast into the Shadow Realm, considering it a win for a more tolerant environment. However, this is far from the consensus. A whole host of people, not necessarily fans of his, by the way, see his banning as a depressing sign of the times, that the climate no longer allows for old-school, politically incorrect YouTube, and...
You know, part of me kind of agrees with that. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me kind of misses the days of just people making fun videos on YouTube, dude. Like,
YouTube what they have to say.
YouTube has become so extremely corporatist and just closed off. I don't know, man. I miss the underproduced fun videos. Everything now is just extra high production values. Everybody's trying to be the next fucking Netflix documentary, dude. And it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I miss the more simplistic days of YouTube. I just miss the freedom to watch and enjoy the content that you want to enjoy or the content that you want to make. As long as you're not hurting somebody else, I really don't see the problem.
That's the problem, though, Matthew, is people are getting hurt by these words.
I meant physically, Brandon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, like, if you're... Like, the prank channels are a good example. Those needed to die in a fire. Those needed to go away because they were actually going out and hurting people.
They're still alive. What are you talking about?
I thought they got, like, absolutely bodied by YouTube. Oh, God.
No.
Oh, I'm so out of
Those are still around.
Oh, fucking kill me. They're the worst. But, like, as soon as Conan O'Brien and fucking Jimmy Fallon and all them started making shit on YouTube, that's just what YouTube became. I guess is what I'm kind of getting at. Hello, Little C. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream.
Little C, what's up?
My apologies for the absence as of late.
SNEAKO is one of its most prominent scapegoats. But who is SNEAKO, and what does he stand for?
I don't know, man.
if
You better
anything?
tell me, because I don't know nothing
People
about
keep
this
saying
person.
they want the old SNEAKO back, and I want to address this. You don't have to be a fan to understand this video. Look at my comments, you'll see half the people watching want to fight. It's unsettling to see someone you relate to become unrelatable.
Chapter 1, on the up and up. So, don't tell me, like, what he has done. What kind of content did he make? I want some kind of context to go into this with. Give me something.
I'll give you this. He started out as a commentator who did the thing where, like, they have a game playing in the background as they commentate.
Oh, so kind of like Review Tech. How his channel used to be like, where he did like commentary and news stories where he had gameplay and he would just put a voiceover over top of it. Or like Leafy back in the day. Like those sorts of YouTubers, right?
Yeah, basically.
All right. So he was a commentary channel.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
SNEAKO, real name Nico, was born on September 8th,
Oh,
1998.
that's clever. Wow.
Like the
Really reached deep for that one, did we?
Slowly but surely,
Yeah, he's really
was
creative.
monopolized by traditional legacy media. When you see a teeming cultural shift like that happening, it's only natural to try and join it and ride the wave. He created his YouTube channel on April 9th, 2013, naming it SNEAKO, a clear portmanteau of his first name. At the time, Nico's uploads to the channel consisted of the tried and true Call of Duty commentary routine.
Okay.
While mostly
Good
adhering
old
to the
COD.
commentary formula, he would attempt to put his spin on the concept, which often meant delving into political discussion over his gameplay.
Alright, so the main issue we're going to talk about today, like we said, is separation of church and state. The question at hand is, should the U.S. intervene in Syria?
Imagine you're in a BO2 lobby and you just hit this little motherfucker. Should the U.S. intervene in Syria? It's like, you need to plant the bomb at B. Shut the fuck.
SNEAKO always made a point of being as transparent as possible
Right?
in his beliefs.
How old is this
Harboring an
motherfucker,
open
dude?
discussion on various
He looks
topics,
young.
from
He
wacky
was young here.
shenanigans to gun control.
Okay,
to
so
critiques
I give him a
of
little bit of
feminism.
leeway for stupidity
Looking at it
then.
from a neutral perspective, he was actually a good deal ahead
I think-
of the curve
Like-
when it came to
Like,
controversy acting.
like fucking, like Speed here. Dude, say what you want about this guy. He's an entertaining motherfucker. But
There
he's
was one, I
he's so
can't
dumb.
even remember the clip.
Of who?
But there was that one clip that actually got a genuine laugh out of me.
Oh,
I
of
can't
I Show
remember what it
Speed?
was.
Like,
Yeah.
like he's a funny guy, but he's just fucking dumb, man. But at the same time, it works for him. Like, dude's making a killing, and, you know, props to him. No fucking shame there. I'm not going to light fireworks off in my bedroom, and that's why I don't have 400,000 people watching me every day.
Right?
You know?
I'm making exaggerated faces and expressions. And all
That's
this
not
shit.
true, Brandon. That thumbnail that I uploaded for this episode has you making a dumb motherfucking face, and I love it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but I don't do that. I don't do that on stream. More
Thank
laid
you.
back.
Which later became the MO of seemingly every commentary YouTuber.
I Show Speed is just built different. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I watched a couple of clips of him on Facebook earlier today, oddly enough, and he was like boxing some guy, if that guy actually took a sport seriously, he would be fucking good. He's got lots of energy. He's spunky. I think he could be a boxer if he actually attempted to do so. He's a goofball, dude. Part of me kind of really likes his content, and I hate it that I like his content, but I find myself laughing at him.
I don't, because it's all the same shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like, this big fucking retard. What is his name? Low tier god. Low tier god. Like, he's funny for about 10 minutes, and then I get tired of him. Because it's just the same shit. The cheesy ass, corny fucking gameplay shit, you know? And I just get bored.
I've been saying the same since 2015. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've been on the same since 2000. I started my channel in 2013. If you don't believe me, if you think that I'm just riding a wave right now, get off.
Motherfucker, get on my level. I've been on YouTube since 2012.
Cultivating a loyal fan base, intrigued by what he had to say. Eventually, this led him to drop out of college to pursue a career
Not doing
as a
this,
full-time
obviously,
content
but
creator. At the time, it seemed risky, especially considering that having YouTube as a job was an even less believable prospect than it is now for the average person. Nonetheless, it paid off. His content would evolve, keeping the edge that intrigued so many during his Call of Duty commentary days, but now with a more philosophical bend to it, if you could call it that. He started recording and editing video essays and—
Why I need my ego. Yeah, see, these are just the kind of videos that I would never in a million years want to make. It's just not me, dude.
People steal.
It's all people steal. Doesn't matter what fucking race you are.
1 minute podcast in London gone rubbish.
So it's clickbaity shit.
Yes.
God, I hate clickbait. Like, that is content to piss people off. It's rage bait. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
think pieces on ego, catcalling, obesity,
my unusual
and
religious
his position as a
beliefs.
content creator.
So is he the kind of content? Is he the kind of content creator where like the title and the thumbnail will say one thing, and then it'll just be like a video of him walking around his fucking apartment, like doing a video blog, and it has nothing to do with the fucking title?
Most likely.
Okay.
And what would eventually be
bro, what is
a
that
social
thumbnail?
media
I have no
influencer.
idea, bro.
This desire to seek what
Which
he saw
one?
as truth through funny would lead SNEAKO down the path of notoriety.
Right now, with the amount of eyes I have on me, I could fart out 7 videos a week, make them all 10 minutes long so YouTube would let me spam the mid-roll ads for mobile games. But what's the fun in that? I would hate my own videos. People would know that I'm only in it for the money.
SNEAKO would always have
that's
the propensity to collaborate
say what you
with
want.
other creators.
That's a legit
That's
fucking
true.
yeah. That is a legit way to feel, man. When I don't feel like live streaming and I'm not in the mood for it, and I just don't have the energy, we just don't stream. Because if I'm sitting here just doing this to get a fucking video out every day or to get a live stream done for you guys, and I'm not feeling it and I'm not having fun in it, you're going to see that. It's just not going to be entertaining to watch. Even if we aren't entertained to watch, you know what I'm saying? Like the disingenuous shit that people do on YouTube, it just, you can see that from a mile away. Or like we're streaming right now because I've missed this. I haven't streamed in like a week and I wanted to fucking live stream. And unfortunately, I'm still in a fairly significant amount of pain, so gaming's kind of out of the question, so this is what we're doing. No, bro's thumbnail gonna be...
thumbnail's gonna be the Hulk and Spider-Man in his house. Then bro's gonna be, hey guys, so we're gonna be taking a walk down the park.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those kind of fucking YouTube videos really piss me off, dude, because they know how to get you. It's called a hook, man. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, and you're like, that looks really interesting. So you click the video and you start watching it, and you're like, okay, so eventually they're going to get to the thing that I want to see, but they never do. But by the time you realize that thing that you want to see isn't in the video, you've already given them 15 to 20 minutes of fucking watch time, which is what YouTube cares about. They care about your engagement and your watch time. Views don't really mean shit on YouTube anymore.
Creators to boost the growth of his online presence. When Drama Alert, which back then was at the peak of its game, was looking for a guest star to
Why is Keemstar in every fucking drama, dude? This motherfucker is in every drama. I swear to God. I swear to God. I can't think of a single one he hasn't been involved in. I mean, I guess you could call it being connected and marketing. he's a brilliant dude. Like, he's made a living off of this. But it's just, he's always here. He's always there. Fucking Keemstar. I don't know why I'm shocked.
PussyTube, NEAKO would jump at the opportunity. Neither SNEAKO nor Keemstar could have seen the absolute diarrhea hurricane about to ensue.
Oh, Jesus.
Keemstar would give the job to SNEAKO, despite NEAKO's age and
Okay, hold on.
animosity.
We're what, 4 minutes into this fucking video?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stop pausing so much, guys. My apologies.
The that you did was and then when I told you it wasn't good privately told you it wasn't good, privately told you I'm not going to use it, you had a hissy fit like a little boy and tried to get back at Keemstar because you had an opportunity to be in front of 400,000 people and you blew it, but you couldn't accept the fact that you did a bad job. Instead, you tried to pass the buck on me.
SNEAKO wasn't about.
Goddamn. Fucking railing him, dude. Railing him. I think he gets some fireworks for that. I don't know SNEAKO yet, and I don't hate SNEAKO at this point, so I'm not going to go too hard on the guy, but, you know,
Take this hit to his
that was
I
pretty
wonder
good.
if the one thing I really know from him will be stated in this one.
I don't know. We'll find out.
After losing the opportunity to reach such a large audience, he would resort to another way of making it big, stirring the pot. For once, SNEAKO actually pioneered a new
What is
genre
that
of YouTube
fucking
videos
face?
instead of just contributing to an already existing one. This innovative category was nothing other than Keemstar exposed videos, which up until that point were scant since the majority of YouTubers either ignored him or wanted to be on his good side. Like many pioneers of experimental new art pieces, SNEAKO's video would go entirely unappreciated. Once again, he failed
Fucking
to
right,
enter the
dude.
limelight, and NEAKO deleted the expose soon after its publication. The notorious Gnome and SNEAKO would convene on episode 11 of the hashtag.
What is that guy? Like, I don't have much of a chin, dude, but yikes. That's pretty bad. Who is this guy on the left?
I think he said something about a notorious gnome. Maybe that's him.
No, the notorious gnome is Keemstar. Everybody calls
Oh,
him
is
a
it
gnome.
him?
I don't know who
Why?
this guy on the left is, but he has no fucking chin. Like, he has less of a chin than I do. And I don't have much of a chin. Poor guy.
Podcast. While Keemstar confronted SNEAKO for leaking private discussions and breaking his trust, SNEAKO attempted to prove the opportunity was a setup, and Keemstar wanted him to fail all along.
My point is how non-important SNEAKO is. But in SNEAKO's mind, the world revolves around him, right? We're talking about all these people that offered to
So
do this
I'm getting the idea
right?
that he might
And I
have
picked
some
SNEAKO.
narcissistic
How am I
tendencies.
holding a grudge against him? I'm not
Matthew,
giving him the
this video is
opportunity
called the Andrew Tate clone.
Fair. I keep, but
just
see,
so
I
he
haven't
can
seen the
be bad.
parallels here.
I'm
Right now, he's
giving
just a
him the
kid trying to
opportunity
fucking make
to
it big,
see
you
if
know,
he fails
and doing
or
stupid
not.
shit to do so.
But yes, he is a bit narcissistic.
I picked you out of hundreds that asked me to do the reading. Part of me knew you were going to fail, going in, to be honest. I just wanted a reason to call you a loser, and now I have it.
Another thing that everyone must know about SNEAKO is that he does not follow the golden rules of YouTube. All right? Any YouTuber knows you do not disclose any private conversations with
That's
other
coming from Drama
YouTubers.
Alert right here. You're telling me that I can't be trusted. That's
I know you can't be trusted. Don't cry, dude. If you seriously cry, they will
How is
never
he
stop.
crying?
Your channel got shut down, didn't it? Me and my team sat there and worked for fucking weeks to try to get your channel back. How come you hate me though? You hate me. I'm a bad guy.
The bridge that SNEAKO would burn so early in his career as a YouTuber would never again be repaired. The two would simply go their separate ways and only speak to one another again after the better part of a decade.
Yo, what up, Keem? Remember me?
Yeah, I was telling the story how I hired you to read something and you did it horribly and you tried to expose me.
Yeah, I was 16, bro. I mean, I learned from that. That was a long time ago. But
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, he seemed like a really young kid, so I was gonna give him a little bit of a pass on being absolutely stupid in his earlier years on YouTube. Like, I mean, who hasn't done or said something completely asinine as a kid? I don't think there's a single person on this planet that can claim they've never said something they don't regret saying, or they do regret saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
ultimately, what I learned from that.
So far, I don't hate the guy. No hate here yet.
but I didn't know how to.
Hate's a strong
phrase it
word.
properly back then, and
I hate
decided
Lily
to
Orchard.
work for myself and not work for you.
However, this wouldn't be the only opportunity that SNEAKO let slip through his fingers due to his unbridled desire for clout.
I've known him for years now. He used to be a fan of my channel, like a big fan.
At number 2, I have SNEAKO, and if you've ever seen SNEAKO's videos, you realize that they're kind of addicting. Once you start watching them, it's kind of hard to stop. He's so straightforward with things, and he's not biased on anything. He'll let you know anything that's on his mind.
Mr. Beast was once a relatively small YouTuber, if you can believe that, and his content came from the same strain as
Gotta be real,
SNEAKO's.
I don't get the Mr. Beast hype
Over
either.
epic Call of Duty
I guess
gameplay.
because I'm an old
Same.
fuck,
This time,
but
the two
I just
would
don't like
often
his
talk
content,
to one
dude.
another in
I don't find it
comment
enjoyable
sections, hyping up
whatsoever.
each other's videos and
To each
being
their
generally
own.
supportive. Their similar ages and desire to be the best on the platform would spark a kinship between the two burgeoning creators.
I was in his videos and stuff, like making jokes, like helping edit, like helping set up the stuff.
How'd you meet him?
From YouTube, because I was doing Call of Duty videos for years beforehand. So we had known each other from comment sections when I was 14, 15. With Mr. Beast, it was crazy because I knew him for years. He was always commenting, encouraging me, saying positive things. He would pass me, I would pass him. And then out of nowhere, he blew up. It really just tested my ego.
Fundamentally, SNEAKO wanted to work for himself, ideally by himself, building his own following, wealth, and content with little concern for anything else.
And that, at face value, there is nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a self-made, self-started person. Nothing wrong with that
That's
whatsoever.
true.
In fact, I would very much like to be self-employed. If I didn't have a boss breathing down my fucking neck, I would be much happier. But that's not
Right.
the world we live in, dude.
His failed run-ins with various creators most likely led to this outlook. He wanted success, he wanted money, and the supposed freedom it would give him. But he wouldn't bend
See, this
to an
is where
algorithm
we're
to
different.
obtain it. As a
I have no desire to own Lamborghinis. I have no desire to own a gigantic mansion somewhere. I have no desire to own expensive shit. Do you know what I want to own? I want to own a little tiny house somewhere out in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere where there's like nobody around and I can go outside and it's just quiet. I want the quiet. That's what I want. That's all I want out of life. I just want quiet. Is that so much to ask? Yes. Yes, it is.
Matter of fact, he would actively strive against it whenever given the opportunity. If he was going to be the best on the platform, he would do it on his own terms.
When I started working for Mr. Beast, I was blown away at how he was making videos. I was used to people just around filming in public. He was operating his crew like a business.
Mr. Beast, on the other hand, sought to study and dissect the algorithm itself, researching the most minute details of a
he
video and how it
succeeded.
reflected
Yeah,
on
it
its
worked for him.
performance.
For example, when we were making this Lego car video, he was absolutely sure it was gonna go viral before we even started filming. It took 3 days to assemble these cars. We had to strip down the golf cart, strip down the go-kart, take these drills and attach the Legos one by one. It was a lot of work, but the whole time he had this image in mind of those Lego cars going down the street in the thumbnail.
Yeah, see? And right there, that's the hook. You see it? You got you got the Lego car, the bright colors, primary colors. You've got the big fucking subtitle there with the arrow, and it's got like the, oh my god, they made the police mad. I gotta watch this. That's how they got him. That's how you get. That's how they get you,
The
Brandon.
Photoshop cop car in the back. The title is I Built a Working Car Using Only Legos. You don't need to watch that video to know that it's viral.
SNEAKO saw this fabricated, exaggerated persona that Mr. Beast put on and found it repulsive. In his mind, Mr. Beast was bending the knee to the algorithm, which he thought was unacceptable. However,
I'm gonna be
never
honest, I kind of
actually
find
got
it
around to
grating as
quitting,
well.
since that choice
Can't
would be
deny.
taken
Yeah,
for
but
him when he
it's
represented
how you make a lot of
Mr.
money.
Beast, informed
Yeah, but
Nico
that's
that
not
he
all
didn't
I'm
need to
that's not all
return
I'm
to
concerned
production
about,
that
dude.
summer.
That's
I
all I'm
know,
about.
but that's all Mr. Beast was concerned
Quietly
about.
dropped SNEAKO.
True.
I started working for Mr. Beast 2 years ago. It didn't last long because I got caught up with my ego. I was working for a guy that used to be my fan, but I saw him change his YouTube channel to match the algorithm. He fit everything he did so that it would go viral. Sellout or not, that's a fucking smart move. I remember telling him about
he's
how
not wrong.
my ADHD stops me from editing. I overthink my videos. Sometimes I get too lazy, and he just looks at me and goes, "Oh, just don't do that. Just pay someone to edit. Just don't be lazy."
Nico would interpret this.
You know, as somebody who has never been clinically diagnosed with ADHD, and I very much suspect that I have ADHD, just to tell somebody to just not do that is so fucking stupid. It's like, sure,
Right.
just don't be depressed. Like, Really, dude? That's not how that works. If I could just get up every single day and give 130%, you think I would probably do that? Yes, and everybody would. But it's just not in the cards, man.
Get more out of life that way.
Yeah.
Back on his pride, and
I'm not like trying to make excuses either, dude. Like, I legitimately give it a shot every day. I do. But some days it's harder than others.
lying down. SNEAKO would post a video attempting to expose his former associate, cementing this pattern of attacking people he formerly worked with as a habit of his. If he was going down, he was bringing
he just
right with
so far I'm seeing he like the biggest issue I have with him right now is he just seems like an extremely untrustworthy person. That's what I'm getting. He just seems like you can't really trust him with personal information, and he's going to eventually stab your ass in the back. Okay? Still,
that's about right.
At the same time, it's like, that's kind of what everybody on this fucking platform does. I don't know. I still don't have a whole lot of issues with this guy. When we did the episode with Lily Orchard, and you were telling me about this person, I was expecting it to be that level of disgusting. So far, I'm a little disappointed, Brandon.
Context. Mr. Beast fire.
I see you smiling. What do you got on your mind? What do you got to say? We haven't got there yet?
Wait.
Okay.
And I made an exposed video, and I said that he's not real in his videos, and that, he doesn't swear and he doesn't curse and he peels.
That's nice. Keep smoking till your lungs collapse, that guy says.
That goes on behind the scenes. I deleted it right away. Almost nobody saw it, but he saw it. And we were like in a situation where we could have been friends, and that completely ruined it.
Sensing that he had overstepped the line by a wide margin,
well, at least he took accountability for it,
just
right?
a few hours after its publication. Nonetheless, the damage was done, and it was seemingly irreversible. SNEAKO, once again, turned against the people who gave him a shot at working from a larger platform, and the two have yet to mend their broken ties.
Right after I got fired, I was tight. I didn't have many subs at the time.
So what's in it for Mr. Beast to mend that broken tie, though, for real? Like, what does he have to gain by fixing this relationship? Nothing. Fucking nothing. The guy will never have to work another day in his life. If he quit making YouTube videos today, he would be set for the rest of his children's children will probably be set for life. What is his incentive to try to fix that relationship, dude? For real.
A Mr. Beast exposed video trying to get some redemption from it. And it only got 30 views. I took it down in 10 minutes. Mr. Beast was one of the 30 views. And so bro, we don't really talk anymore. We went from being possible friends and stuff like that to me doing that fucked up the relationship forever.
NEAKO burnt
again, at least he's admitting that it was his fault.
He's not learning.
Correct, but he's still taking accountability by admitting that he did wrong.
He would even show some degree of gratitude for Mr.
I don't know. Part of accountability is trying to grow from your mistakes.
I agree.
Me saying I messed up and not trying to actively
shows that you don't
make
really
better
care.
And making the same mistakes multiple times. This shows that that's more of a facade being put on.
Like he's just saying that to save face. That is also true. That is also very true. See, this is why we do these discussion halls and why I call them discussion halls, because we discuss and we change each other's minds, and I like our dynamic, dude. You better never make an expose on me, motherfucker. I don't know what you would expose, but listen here, bitch. I got dirt on you. I got all kinds of
you have on me.
I got all kinds of motherfucking dirt on you.
Oh yeah.
I really don't. I've known this guy since literally the day he was born, so.
Gave me all that info when I was working with him.
As his YouTube account lulled on its way to success, SNEAKO took up odd jobs for a while.
I don't know, 1.25 million if that's during that time.
Online fan base.
Good for him, man.
One of these jobs happened to be modeling, something that would haunt him later in his career.
Modeling?
The specter of wearing female sweatpants never entirely left his consciousness.
Bro, what's wrong with wearing female? What is wrong with wearing female sweatpants? Have you ever worn female sweatpants, Brandon?
No.
They are like the most fucking comfortable pants you could ever wear. They're soft as fuck. I don't understand why men aren't allowed to have soft pants. But sometimes Darcy will let me wear some of her fucking sleeping pants and shit, dude. Really, really comfy. Really comfy. The only pair of pants that I have that even comes close to that is my Mario pants that are fuzzy. What's wrong with wearing women's sweatpants?
What's wrong with women having actual pockets in their jeans?
I know, right? Like, I feel so bad for women. Why can't they have pockets? What's wrong with having pockets? I don't know. That's a weird one too.
It's so weird seeing you on the screen. I gotta tell you, like, this is the first time I got paid doing modeling ever. Might be the last.
SNEAKO would seek to
I see. I wouldn't be embarrassed by this at all.
I wouldn't either. As a foundation
I'd be like,
finally achieve his dream.
See, I also think that his reaction to it probably changes people's perception of it too. Like, yeah, if you're gonna be like, oh, that is so embarrassing. Yeah, people are gonna fucking give you shit about it. But if you come out and you're just like, yeah, I fucking wore some clothes and got paid for it, cry.
Got paid a lot.
Like, yeah, like who cares? Who fucking cares, dude? You got paid to wear some clothes. Sign me up. How do I get that job?
Dream job.
You didn't even have to like, do a good face. You just looked their stone face.
He just stood still. Like, give me that job, dude.
I'm so afraid to lose another 2 years that now I specifically go out of my comfort zone.
I started doing stand-up comedy, and I've bombed so hard, I've wanted to jump on the train tracks too.
I started modeling and even got signed to an agency, which has been humbling for my ego.
I get called a fuckboy a lot, if you can't tell. It's a young crowd, so you know what fuckboy means.
Yeah.
Right.
You're wearing is that knockoff Supreme?
Knockoff Supreme. You think I'm broke? I said I dropped out to do YouTube. It's real Supreme. Give me the mic to do it. I came all the way to do my set. What are you gonna say?
As SNEAKO went his own way, he began moving away from the reflective style of videos
Again,
that made him
I gotta
famous.
give him props, dude.
Instead,
That's
he
something
began
I could never
covering
do.
the views of other people.
I could
This
never do
evolution
stand-up.
in
I
his
know I
content
couldn't.
took the form
I don't have
of
it
a
in me.
new, recurring man on the street type series. A lot like Steven Crowder's Changed My Mind.
Male privilege is a myth. Change my mind. Somebody sitting there with a sign that says male privilege is a myth in gigantic bold letters, you will never change their mind. It doesn't matter what argument you bring to the table. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of everybody's time.
Segment. SNEAKO
Except that guy's time.
Are you a good person?
Yes, I would say so.
Who are you better than?
You?
I actually worked in a court for 4 years, and I really enjoyed my work because I got to do a lot of my own fulfilling things.
You worked in the court?
Yeah, I worked in a court. I was a bailiff for family court, so I would prepare. Yes, I would prepare kids for court and their family
Oh, okay,
cases
she was like the kid's bailiff. Okay.
tell you, but my NDA.
It used to be that people called me an asshole, but now it's all ego this, ego that. Everyone's a psychologist. And before, I never thought of myself as that kind of person, but one day it switched and you just become addicted. And that's what made me a dick for a while. I walked around looking good, feeling good, and people react to that. When internally you start thinking that you're better than everyone else without actually doing anything, people will notice. And I'm scared that if I keep inflating my own ego and burying all my crippling insecurities, my shit's gonna pop.
However, despite the success of this series, along with his more artistic vlogs having cleared a final
I mean, this
way
is an
out of
interesting
the
idea,
insular
right?
and toxic commentary sphere, SNEAKO would
Except
never
the-
let go of his provocateur tendencies. The closer we come to his current ethics, the clearer it becomes that the shenanigans were present long before any of the nuance or insight that attracted people to his content. He embraced his taste for controversy regardless of consequences, completely independent of if it was even consistent with what he previously stood for.
I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good.
No. No. Why does this fucking piece of shit pop up everywhere? Oh. Brandon, give a quick synopsis of Cuties for the people who might watch this that don't know what Cuties is.
Cuties is a movie about children selling their body online.
There we go.
Basically.
That's the synopsis. It's pretty good, says SNEAKO. SNEAKO, you lost about 40 points right there for me out of 10. Oh, God.
Pretty good movie.
You know what's funny is when we first started this, I told Brandon, in before he turns out to be an EDP sympathizer, I hope we don't go that route. Like, there's enough of those people on YouTube. Can we please get them all off of YouTube?
Definitely.
Off of YouTube! Get them off of YouTube. One sentence, no comma. Off of YouTube. Moving on.
Ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited.
No, I didn't, motherfucker. I would not watch that.
And feeling like a pedophile, then maybe you like kids too much, dog. Like, that was never a problem. When I watched it, like, I know I don't like kids, so I'm just gonna watch the movie. And the same thing with this guy, Penguin.
It's not about that.
What do you gotta say, dude? What do you gotta say?
The fact he's like, oh, I can go watch that because I don't know. It's the whole point of the meaning behind the entire thing.
Right,
and
it's
they
the
portray
context.
Actual real children to do this.
Yes, it's the context. That's the fucking problem. You could have made that exact movie with adults, and it would have been fine.
He was like, oh, it's just so bad. It's just so bad. Yeah. Low key, a lot of these like people who like just sit alone and like go on their computer all day, they're afraid of thinking that they're pedophiles.
The response from his
That sounds like
community was pretty
projection, my
predictable,
guy.
even on re-uploads of the video. This is when I unsubbed lol. Then when he came back up in the mainstream and I saw how this dude really acts, Lamau, a surprise for sure. Okay, you didn't need to re-upload this one, but I still appreciate you for re-uploading his videos. I literally f***ing love you. Nowadays, it's relatively easy to find whole channels
All right, Tom.
dedicated
I'm gonna be real. I absolutely fucking detest that sound effect for censorship.
I just detest censorship in general.
Especially when it's panned all the way to one ear. Like, these headphones have a lot of bass, dude, and it's kind of giving me a headache. Just fucking say fuck, 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 fuck. Like, who cares?
to uploading
I know it's for the algorithm, and it's so YouTube doesn't give him a piss yellow dollar sign on his video, but
a scripter and an action.
enjoyment of getting embroiled in controversy got the best of him.
I'm surprised you haven't asked us to leave.
Until you do a crime or do something, then I ain't gonna mess with you.
Well, then why are you taking pictures of us?
Right now, your behavior is to where that you might escalate to do something.
Oh, so it's just precaution. We're not actually breaking any.
We do that too.
Yeah, that's why we took a picture of you.
Just in case you might, your behavior seems like you might.
Yeah.
see, this is where I start to have a problem, because now he's fucking with a cop who's just trying to do his job. Like, okay, now you're kind of annoying me.
He's gotta walk on a thin line.
What?
Like SNEAKO himself said, music hits differently when the artist is dead.
They even call me materialistic now as if it's this
Okay.
dirty word. Listen, you can't just drop acid and talk about life under the stars.
I don't
forever.
know.
And you gotta get your money up at some point. And don't take this as a rich.
What?
Like the thing about artists in terms of music and painting and anything else that's like a creation kind of thing is it's always going to be different once the person is dead, because you will never be able to hear anything from them again.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
legacy they have is left.
right, and like there is something to be said for like the legacy that is left, and it does add value to their music, because again, it's now that they're gone, there will be no more new music, and so I kind of get what he's saying, but at the same time, there's a much better way to say that, you know?
Yeah, and it's like super common knowledge that that's the thing. Like why like a lot of the painters, when they were alive, their paintings sold for shit, and then they died and their paintings sold for millions.
Which is fucked up. Let's just be real. Like
It
being
is.
a creative is just annoying sometimes.
Guy talking down to you. I literally lost half my life savings at a GameStop meme. I'm just like you. Anything that makes you feel good is making somebody rich. Motivational speakers get rich telling you how to get rich. The truth is, all the questions you want answered are within you. Nothing is that complicated, and life is simple once you learn how to ignore the distraction. I was carrying a lot of anger and resentment. I felt like there was something bigger in life that I wasn't able to see. Walking around bitter with my headphones, not listening to anything, just avoiding eye contact, secretly thinking I was better and smarter and nobody understood me.
You see, ultimately, SNEAKO...
You know, I wouldn't think that if it wasn't for the fact that I just spent the last 3 days on Facebook reading through comments on, like, posts about the Hubble Space Telescope and all these other, like, astronomical, really interesting things. And then you go to the comment section to have a discussion with people there, and it's all about how it's fake and green screen and flat Earth. I wouldn't think that I was smarter than most other people if I didn't see that kind of shit everywhere. You know,
the fact that common knowledge and common sense has like been lowered to like this point And anyone who has what I would consider basic common knowledge and common sense is now like top 20% is sad.
I don't know, man. It's so. I walk around with my headphones on, bitter and angry too. But you know, it's because I'm old and I've been alive long enough to hate everybody and everything. Not really.
I mean, what does that make me?
You are getting there, sir. You are getting there.
Because of the internet, I'm
here,
old.
Here before long, my brother, my friend. Here before long, this will be you. Beautiful, bald, and old, just like I. You're well on your way.
I mean, I don't disagree.
His desire was simple.
More, and f***ing more. More followers, more money, more houses, more ass, more lips, more plastic.
However, when the lockdown
Yeah, I don't get that.
2020, he was forced to change.
I don't understand the altering of one's body.
Podcasts were no longer feasible. Continuing his more
Well,
artistic.
there's an art form to it as well. Some people see their body as a canvas and they use it as such, and that's fine. Like, it's your body, do what you want with it. Nothing wrong
Isn't it
with
more
that.
like tattoos, though?
I mean, people do all kinds of crazy shit. They get tattoos, they get literal body changes. Like, people, like, have you ever seen the lizard guy? Fucking crazy looking. I would never do it in a million years to myself, but
Have you seen
this
the one
person
where they
chose
like
to do
cut
that.
their tongue in half?
Yeah, I mean, again, I would never do that, but
No.
to each their own, man. I have no ill will towards anybody who wants to express themselves in that fashion. It's whatever. Don't know how we got onto that conversation, but
thoughtful vlogs
here we
on
are.
his main channel. SNEAKO would upload a video that would change the perception many had of him.
The first one is from Jimmy. He said, "Why'd y'all break up? Why'd you dump me?"
He would cheat on his long-distance girlfriend. Breaking apart would appear to be a relatively stable relationship.
Long-distance
There's
relationships.
some things that happen. Ooh, kind of.
I'm not going to say long-distance relationships can't work, but
They just rarely ever work.
they are super fucking rare that they turn out good. Even if you guys end up moving in together and you live together, you'll quickly discover that the person that you were talking to online is not the person you're living with. It's just not the case. It'll
That's the
never
reason
be the
why
case.
you need to live with somebody before you marry them, because you learn more about somebody while living with them than
Yes.
not living with them.
Yes. 100%. Brandon, who is... Oh, shit, I hit a button. Fuck, where were we? Brandon is, who has... Not, I don't think you've ever been in like a committed long-term relationship.
I've never been in a relationship.
Still speaks the truth here. He's 100% right.
Happen. Ooh, kind of kill my vibe.
Yeah. But overall, it's because we can't travel to see each other.
No, it's because you can't keep your dick
Plus
in your
that
pants.
little thing.
What little thing?
That thing that you did.
Tyra said, "What did she want from the relationship that you couldn't give her?" I guess complete loyalty. If you're gone for like more than 3 weeks, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's time to, I want
3 weeks though. Come on, man.
3 weeks is a long time. 3 weeks is a long time to not see anybody. Like, that's a long time.
Bruh.
Not really.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, she's very pretty. She could do much better. Just saying.
Come on, man. You can't wait 2 weeks. I mean, you cannot wait 3 weeks, 1 month.
I did wait 3 weeks. That's what I said. Like, after 3 weeks, it's like, it's time.
You waited only 3 weeks?
After 3 weeks, I'm like, I gotta get.
I don't like cheaters. Gonna be real. I don't like cheaters at all.
I don't either.
Until you
I
can
don't think there's any justifiable.
No, there's nothing justifiable about cheating. Like, if you don't care about the person you're with to the point where you're going to betray their trust in that way, you don't deserve to be in a
Break up.
relationship. Leave them.
I'll break up with them.
Leave them. There's no reason. Like, yeah.
Don't try to start one relationship while you're in another, and then try to act like, each one is as important as the other. Obviously, that's not the fucking case.
It's not even that. For some people, it's not even like that they're in love with somebody else or that they are just horny and they want to fuck somebody else. Some people, it's legitimately a kink of theirs, and they enjoy the taboo nature of it. That's what gets them off. Fuck you. You don't deserve to be in a relationship. Sorry.
Unless you talk to your partner and it's agreed
those
upon.
Those open relationships never fucking work, dude.
Oh,
ever,
I know.
Ever. They never work.
But there are kinks of people getting cuckolded.
I know, but it's just never going to work out. Ever.
And even after that, I was waiting until you fucked me up.
If you're in an open relationship like that, and you're with somebody for, I don't know, let's just on the high end of things, say 35 years, and you are now 60 years old, okay? Do you really think that that relationship is going to be fulfilling at that age?
I mean, probably not.
It's very short-sighted.
But I can't. I mean, it's hard to get into the mindset of those type of people.
I guess that because I'm, you know, I'm happily married and me and Darcy have a good relationship, I could just never see myself doing something like that. And I could never see her wanting to do something like that, you know? And yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's my way of projecting.
We have too many moral compasses,
I suppose. Projecting my good feelings of my relationship onto other people's feelings of, I hate everybody I'm with all the time. I'm only with you so I can put my dick in you. You know, like, I don't know. What a sad existence.
A considerable portion of his fan base expected him to be wiser or more ethical than to cheat on his partner due to his inability to control his sexual urges for 3 weeks. Consequently, the video was very demoralizing to his audience, though it may be the case that SNEAKO wanted to be admonished by his fans for his mistakes. He certainly succeeded if that was his intention, as seemingly everyone was disappointed in him. Another big YouTuber, D'Angelo Wallace, would chime in with a simple comment in response to the revelations. He's for the streets. SNEAKO's response was uncharacteristic for him, considering his renowned outbursts that escalated whatever controversy he was in.
Thought his videos were okay until he decided out of nowhere, I don't know why, like I'm not even one starting this beef. He commented on my last video and got top comment saying he belongs to the streets. I only saw like 10 minutes, I was skipping around and I was getting mad. Not only at his braces and the fact that he looks like a TikTok little Tekka.
Dude, that is always the first thing people jump to. Like, for anybody watching this, if you're ever in an argument with somebody and they don't have a legitimate retort or don't have a legitimate complaint towards you or something you've done or something you have said, they will always go on the attack for your physical appearance. And that is the first sign that you have won an argument.
Just the fact that he dresses like Ellen, just
See?
his voice, his face, and he did
Prime example.
He should have played, and he didn't even tell people to wear a mask. And they said no. In a way, I think it's harder to gain 1 million child followers than it is to gain 2 million policemen like D'Angelo Wallace. I think you need to be more inspiring. I think you need to follow trends more. To get like 1 million kids to look up to you is more admirable than like all the mad fat gay nerds watching your videos.
Again, the reaction to this move from SNEAKO.
Why are you bringing up children?
Some people found it pathetic that he made a 30-minute long video response to a forward comment from D'Angelo. Others
kind of. That's kind of pathetic. I agree with that.
Found it not only humorous, but very effective at ridiculing its target. The lack of response
Not
from
really.
Wallace after SNEAKO's video only cemented in the public view that whatever negative reactions SNEAKO might have had from reading his comment, D'Angelo's reaction to the response was probably worse. Seeking to breathe new life into his career, as growth slumped and times got rough during lockdowns, SNEAKO would use his second channel, SNEAKO, for live streams and
Again, man, he's pulling out the fucking bangers, dude. That right there takes talent. SNEAKO? SNEAKO? Are you fucking kidding? Is it a portmanteau of something? Like, has he taken something and, like, made SNEAKO? Or is it just, I can't think of a name for my YouTube channel. Let me add a fucking H.
Probably that one.
He's winning.
Highlights. What country is the Queen of England from? Originally.
I definitely don't know.
No, give me your best guess. Guess a country.
Texas.
The motherfucker just say Colorado or Texas. Like, I was feeling kind of dumb because I was thinking, is she from a different country? I don't think she could be from a different country, could she?
No, I'm pretty sure
she has to be. Yeah.
It's like the president.
Yeah,
kind of
she
thing.
has. Like, I'm pretty sure that her family hails from England. Okay, but
no,
this motherfucker comes out with Colorado and Texas. Okay.
Always saw some level of traction. It wouldn't be until the rise of a particular Tate Shinkai master, camgirl pimp.
Oh
and
my
warrior
God,
for
fucking
the law,
Andrew Tate.
SNEAKO would find mainstream notoriety.
Look at this
Andrew
dork.
Tate needs no introduction, and I already did a video on him. So watch that to catch up on your TurkeyTom extended universe lore. But to summarize for those who don't know, while regular YouTube remained steady in its turn towards less offensive content, YouTube Shorts did the opposite, becoming rife with clips from podcasts Andrew Tate had been on. In these clips, he said all kinds of politically incorrect things, which would prove quite successful on the platform. As his popularity grew exponentially, SNEAKO would take notice, often reacting to his streams, and becoming increasingly enamored with the worldview Tate espoused everywhere he went.
Oh, God. Oh, he drank the Kool-Aid. That's what happened. Oh. All these sad, fatherless, fucking lost souls, Brandon. I don't understand how anybody can look up to these people.
I don't either.
Like what? Because they have money?
Did you hear about the alpha male? Who?
Which fucking alpha male?
No,
There's so many
let
of them now.
Let me tell you a tale.
You're full screen. The floor is yours, sir.
There was an alpha male recently, and one of his things was you could go and fight him. But so this one guy decided to go do that.
I hope he got his ass absolutely fucking annihilated.
No. Because he didn't fight him one-on-one. He had a whole group of people. They hit the dude with dumbbells, and at the yeah.
Why am I not shocked? You know who that sounds like? That sounds like another one I know who can't do one-on-ones.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
He's pressing charges.
I wonder how that's going to go in court, though.
Well, I can't remember exactly why the guy went to go meet him, but they said because the alpha male got into his face, and the guy kind of like slightly shoved him away, and that was the aggression to start, and then they just proceeded to beat the shit out of him. And it was like 6 people.
Yeah, and I'm sure Senor Alpha Male walked away feeling real big and real proud of himself.
Yeah.
Fucking
At
pussy.
the very end, he soccer kicked him in the head.
What a fucking pussy, dude.
Like he was some type of gladiator, and Emperor just said kill him.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm like some hot shit like I could throw down, but I'm also not going to have somebody else fight my battles for me. Like, what a fucking vagina.
To his streams and becoming increasingly enamored with the worldview Tate espoused everywhere he went.
The Tates,
there's the Kool-Aid
on their podcast have motivated me more than anything else I've ever heard on the internet. I turned my life around since I started listening to them. I've only been streaming for 3 months, and I was maybe 2 or 3 weeks into streaming. You could see it the first time I even reacted to them. I was like, what are these guys doing wearing these shirts and talking so loud? And I peeped the confidence. I peeped the
That's what we're doing wrong, Brandon. When we talk, we need to be extra loud and confident in what we're saying. That way people fucking listen to us. Let's fucking start doing it right now. Let me hear your man voice.
I don't have the energy for that.
I don't know why. That is not the fucking reaction I was expecting you to give. Oh, Brandon doesn't have that alpha male energy, dude.
No, I don't.
they were adding, and so listening.
Oh
like
my
you have
god.
2 options: get triggered or listen up.
Since SNEAKO's beliefs already.
He's forgetting the third option. You know what the third option there would
listen?
be? Fucking ignore idiot mouth drooling turds who don't know what they're saying and are just gaslighting you to make profit, bro. That's what it is at the end of the day.
He leaned in a similar direction. It wasn't so difficult for him to see which way the wind was blowing and hop on the hype train. Just like a rising tide raises all ships, the unprecedented popularity of masculinity-oriented content ballooned
Masculinity-oriented content.
He would very
Oh, kill me.
take Tate's teachings to heart, which earned him a lot of clout with Andrew's audience. However, what SNEAKO wasn't ready for was the scrutiny that was to follow. It turns out that people in the red pill space are much more rigorous than they come off as. With nearly a decade's worth of chicanery to comb through, it was more likely that the skeletons in his closet would contradict the persona he had come to adopt.
Have you ever worn or fantasized about wearing clothes of another sex? I mean, I've wore high heels before. Chat, bro, come on, bro. Does that make me gay if I put on some high heels?
Why do you care? Oh, because the fucking audience you have decided to go with care. Because
also, you gotta remember, he did wear women's sweatpants.
Oh, that's right. You know what, Brandon? We could never be right-wing grifters ever. I'm just saying, because in this very live stream, I was just talking about how I really enjoy wearing women's sweatpants. They're fucking comfortable. Sue me. It's like, go fuck yourself. So you know what? There you go. If you guys want a YouTube channel to follow that you definitely know will never ever become right-wing grifters, Gathering Hall is your channel.
Have you ever looked at
I don't have the energy. He likes women's sweatpants. It's all even.
I don't have the energy, and Matthew likes women's sweatpants.
And felt attracted in a sexual way.
I missed the question.
Come on, bro. Does that make me gay if I put on some high heels? Have you ever looked at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way?
No.
No. I have looked at men and said, that's a good-looking dude. Nothing wrong with that.
That guy's pretty hot, but I've never felt sexual towards him.
I've never called another guy hot necessarily, but I've definitely looked at other dudes and been like, you know, good for you, man. You fucking cut, looking good. Nice. Good for you. Like, you can appreciate somebody else looking good. It goes the same for opposite sex, too. I can look at a woman and say, that's a good-looking woman, and not want to fuck them.
Like, no, Matthew, that's impossible.
I'm gonna say, chat, we're being honest. We're being honest. It's happened. Your friends decided to go party at a gay bar.
If my friends decided to go to a party at a gay bar and they wanted me to go with them, I would go to a gay bar and party with them.
I wouldn't. You wanna know why?
Why?
It's too public. I don't like public places.
Here, I was waiting for some, like, I don't want some gay guy hitting on me or something like that. Brandon's like, nah, I just don't want to be around fucking people.
Yeah, that's about it. I'd rather do something
right
at
on,
home.
dude. Right on. I mean, like, if a guy came up to me and started hitting on me, I'd be like, dude, flattered, not interested. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to make it weird.
Flattered, we live on a flat earth. I got a cat.
I'm leaving this live stream.
I've been to gay bars, chat. To be honest, no, fake flirting doesn't count. Fake flirting doesn't count. I'd feel awkward about it. If there were no people left in the world except for someone of the same sex, you would fall into despair after you would never have a sexual partner again.
Hold on, let me read these. Let's answer these questions, dude. Let's go. Me and you.
Sure.
Let's fucking answer these questions. Have you ever worn or fantasized about wearing clothes of the other sex? I have worn clothes of the other sex. I don't fantasize about it. I just fucking do if I want to. Nothing wrong with it.
I guess never for me. I've never worn, but it's not like a exclamation mark.
You also don't have a wife. I guess I think it's extremely different. Like, I wouldn't go to a store and go out of my way to buy women's clothing. But if I'm, like, lounging around the fucking house and there's a pair of Darcy's very comfy sweatpants laying there and my legs are cold, yeah, I'm going to put those on. And I'm not going to give a fucking shit what anybody else thinks. So I guess my answer to this would be,
sometimes, but
rarely, but sometimes I wear my partner's clothes. Inside. Inside.
So I assume that'd be sometimes, but I probably would not go out in public, right?
I mean, I guess, but that implies that I'm like a
wearing like dresses.
Yeah.
And stuff. But all of these, like, never, for instance, it implies like I'm viscerally against it.
Right. Like, these are all
like,
such hard answers. There's some nuance here.
Wearing clothes of another sex. I mean, I've worn
I guess
heels
mine would be
before.
never.
Mine would be rarely, but sometimes I wear my partner's clothes outside, but change outside to inside, and it's very, very, very infrequent. Probably only a handful of times.
Come on, bro. Does that make me gay if I put on some high heels?
I also put one of Darcy's shirts on upside down, used it as pants. Why? Because we're fucking weird and we do dumb shit. Like, who cares? It's clothes.
Have
You
ever looked
people-
at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way?
I can't see the answers.
Yeah, I can't either.
I'm gonna say, chat. We're being honest. We're being.
I guess
honest.
the
It's
third one.
happened. Your friends decided to go party at a gay bar. I've been to gay bars, chat. To be honest, no, fake flirting doesn't count. Fake flirting doesn't count. I'd feel awkward about it. If there were no
no people left in the world except for someone of the same sex, you would be happy as no one would ever flirt with my man/woman. I'm not that insecure. Be disappointed that you're losing out on the other sex. I like women, so yeah, I'd be a little disappointed. Fall into despair as you will never have a sexual partner again.
I guess fall into despair.
Yeah, I guess.
Because the second one seems to be for bisexual people, and then the top one seems to be for gay, right?
I don't know, man. No, I think the
These
top
are
one.
really-
I think the top one would be more for just people who are constantly concerned that somebody's going to be flirting with their significant other, whether it be the same sex or not. And I think the second one is implying that you're only attracted to the other sex, but you would potentially do things with the same sex if there were no other options. And the last one is you would just never have sex ever again.
See,
I'm just gonna
this
say
is
right
how
now,
I
dude,
see-
I have a hand. I don't like if it came to it, I would be okay.
This is how I'm seeing it. It says, "Be happy as no one would ever flirt with my man/woman," would mean that they would still exist as the same sex because it's in the same sex world. And then
Oh, yeah,
be
you're right,
disappointed that you are. Yeah, and then be disappointed that you're losing out on the other sex, which means you like both, so you'd be bisexual. And then, or I guess.
Yeah, I forgot the
bisexual
context
plus.
of the question, and I was taking the
Yeah.
answers for value as they are.
And then fall into despair as you will never have a sexual partner again, meaning that you're straight and you don't want to have sex with any other gender.
Yeah.
people left in the world except for someone of the same sex, you would fall into despair after you would never have a sexual partner again. Bro, chat, let's be honest though.
So after doing some digging, I very unfortunately found photos.
Bro, I leave for a few minutes to come back, and I hear about sex. Sex is awesome. Sex is fantastic. Just letting you know.
We were just taking I think potentially Are You Gay quiz.
Yo, Brandon, you are off your camera, homie. There you go. You fixed it.
Am I?
You were
I
like
was gonna
way
say,
off.
I was stretching.
Ah, okay.
I was shifting.
Yeah.
Of SNEAKO stroking his penis in front of what I can only
God, I
assume
hate
is a
that.
male photographer. Now, to me, these look like professional photos. There's obviously lighting involved, and it's very apparent his penis is in his hand. I can't show it on YouTube. But
That's
I'll
so
post it on my
annoying.
Twitter. Given the context of SNEAKO saying that gay men run the modeling industry, you can only assume that a gay man is taking the photos, but we don't know that for a fact. So
Why? Why does it have to be a gay man if he's taking pictures of another
Right?
man?
It's a professional thing.
Yeah, it's part of a fucking agency, idiot.
SNEAKO,
But okay,
please
let's
prove
just
me wrong.
assume.
Prove this isn't a man's ass, and prove these photos were not taken by a gay man.
Ironically, the
Prove that they were.
Yeah, and even if they were, it doesn't mean that they were aroused by SNEAKO.
Right. Prove that they
Right.
were.
ultimate result of SNEAKO's attempts to be his own man at the behest of everything else and to never submit to someone else's way of doing things led him to
Bro, I'll tolerate jokes, but stop calling me Taco Tate. It's not funny anymore. A little boring. Anyone is disrespectful. Final warning. What are you going to do?
Broing.
What are you going to do? I think
little broing there, anyone.
Oh, sorry. My brain fixed his illiteracy, I
It's
guess.
not fixing. I'm pretty sure he mean little broing.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Because little boring anyone doesn't make sense either.
Lil Broing doesn't make fucking sense either.
We're talking about. I assume this is some type of slang, right? Because he's saying like little
I
bro.
would imagine.
little bro.
Okay.
So
I think we're reading too much into it. You know what? You know what makes me even more sad about this post? It has over 6,000 fucking likes, and 142 are those retweets or shares?
Yeah,
or
I think
something.
those are retweets, and then 619 comments.
So over 6,000 people read this and was like, "Oh man, I love this."
Oh, hey, did you hear about the Elon Musk gaming thing?
Let's not get into Elon Musk, Brandon. I don't have the energy.
Gentlemen, we've had success with phase 1.
That's crazy.
Where's he at?
Is this disrespectful?
He's the bottom one. Yeah.
Would you tolerate this? What?
Yeah, I would tolerate that. It's an art style, and I would just be honored that somebody took the time to fucking animate me. Thank you.
His head looks like a dick.
They kind of all do, except for the guy at the very top left. Like Andrew Tate looks like a dick. I mean, this guy in the bottom.
Look at Andrew Tate. He has like a really long neck.
He looks like an erect cock, dude. I know I keep bringing him up, but his head kind of looks like an erect cock too. I look like a thumb, so I'm not like sitting here like I'm hot shit. So, oh boy.
I just look like one of those people on meth.
Money, classic Tate W, and most importantly, women. We do be getting them bitches though. Classic Tate W, man.
I've never said classic Tate W.
You just
When
did.
he noticed this was happening, SNEAKO would attempt to set himself apart from Tate. How did he do this?
I love how every single time it pans to his camera, somebody's saying, "Fix your fucking camera," because he has like a fisheye lens.
Instead of pimping random women
It's funny
online
to
for
me.
money, SNEAKO let another guy bang his girlfriend for free.
Listen. The arrangements of our open relationships, like.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
can
remember
go
this.
And like once in a while, use a condom and like one night stands, whatever.
Why was condom censored? It's a word. It's a fucking object. Can we stop censoring everything? Oh my god, I'm so tired of it. What was I watching the other day? It was something on YouTube, and they censored the word pregnancy. The word pregnancy? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are we to that point? Why are we here?
Mike,
Fuck your algorithm. Fuck your money.
Matthew, I got it. We do streams, but we just have our mics muted with a big beeping noise going on. Because we're gonna get ahead of the curve where everything is censored.
I like it. Let's fucking do it right now. right now.
You said something to the nature of whatever happens.
Future stream.
We go in there with the mentality that
It just
whatever happens
bugs me,
inside that
dude.
party, it just stays at the
It
party.
really gets under my skin.
So I saw her. I've seen her f other men, and it's just like that was.
Seen it?
Yeah, I saw it like
Oh, no, I
literally
can't-
right.
I can't be no
okay,
bully.
far
Hold on,
away.
hold on.
Like it's like she's moaning pretty loud. Like
Can we please keep family friendly? Thank you. You're the man, said by someone who's amazing. What are you getting at, little C? This is a
What?
family friendly stream. In the sense that when you come here, we treat you like family in the way that I treat Brandon like family. So I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to curse at you. But just know that I care about you as family. This is a family-friendly stream.
Of love.
I don't know like how
Family-friendly content here, boys.
This nigga let he knew that.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
I really hope I don't have those type of good mic headphones.
Relationship, and she can only go on dates.
You what?
I don't have. I mean, my Raycons don't do the whole like thing. It's just kind of like muted.
Oh, it's only because these headphones are super nice, dude. I love these headphones, but they have really, really high bass, and that fucking fart noise that he's using to mute is panned all the way to one ear. So it's like my right ear is being absolutely fucked by
it does
bass.
sound like it does. When I'm thinking about it, it does feel like it's more on the right than the left.
This is a place where she can exercise the open relationship. Like it should be fair that she can take other dick if I'm.
Oh.
Equality. That's balance. And I'm getting like anxious. Like I don't want to do this. And so we go alone in the bathroom, and she's like helping me out, like calming me down.
And then we start doing our thing in the bathroom, and then the doors open, people come and start watching. This other couple comes in. Hold on. And so while I'm like,
Why would you want to live
he
like
lays
this,
down
dude?
on the floor and starts licking.
I couldn't.
Think about like the logistics of that.
Is that close?
Think about the logistics. Like his head is like is like 6 inches. Like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom, and I have to like move, like go like that, so I don't make contact because his eyebrows are like between both legs. Yeah.
Between both of y'all?
Well, yeah, we're standing up. I'm hitting it from the back, and then he goes underneath. So then we go.
Why would you talk about this?
Because he has to separate himself from Andrew Tate, obviously.
Why would you fucking talk about this in any capacity ever to anyone? Except for the people involved. I guarantee you these two guys on either side of him are sitting here thinking right now, I don't want to know this. I don't want to hear this. I have no desire to be involved in this. I don't need to know about your ballsack being tickled by somebody's eyebrows while they're eating your fucking girlfriend out. What is wrong with you?
Into the room, like her and the couple, like we're like, all right, let's switch. So I got this girl on top of me, and she's, I don't know, yo, I'm just not. And my girl's right here, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do.
No, nobody should do this. No, that is terrible advice. Terrible advice.
Just to test.
Thank you. Somebody in the fucking room said it.
Anybody at these parties?
No.
Tweets from 2021 that resurfaced during this time also don't help SNEAKO's position.
Bunch of fucking freaks, bro.
Tells another man in front of you, I'm single, and then has sex with him.
It means you don't have a girlfriend, idiot.
Kind of story breaking about one of
Yo, these two other guys must be like, what is this guy talking about? That's what I'm saying, dude. I guarantee you, in their heads, they're like, I'm only here because I'm getting money out of this. Otherwise, I would be fucking 100 miles away from this now.
the most popular people in the red pill space would be a bombshell.
What a bitch, too. Like, what a fucking bitch. To sit there and be like, yeah, my girlfriend wants to fuck all these other guys. I don't really want her to, but I'm gonna let that happen because I'm such a bitch. I can't fucking stand up for myself. I'm sorry. I love Darcy to death, but if she came to me tonight and said, Matthew, I want to fuck 6 other guys while you watch, we would be done. That would be it. I would be like, okay, have fun. I'll start packing my things today. Like, no. Yikes.
But, believe it or not, people kind of didn't care. His fans seemingly found some way to justify what happened, rather than criticize SNEAKO for constantly making fun of promiscuous women.
I still have to say, though, I still don't hate SNEAKO. Like, he hasn't done anything up to this point where I'm like, yeah, you're a piece of garbage. Like, he hasn't, he's not an EDP sympathizer yet. He hasn't scammed millions of people out of millions of dollars yet. Like, he's just an idiot. That's all he is right now. He's just a fucking idiot.
While engaging in genuine hypergamy. Later on, when SNEAKO would involve himself in yet another internet beef with fellow YouTuber and ex-collaborator Brandon Buckingham, it would be
I am noticing a running theme here.
I used to be a fan of SNEAKO way back before he cosplayed as an alpha male. He used to make philosophical videos about life, people, society, and I really enjoyed them. I thought they were well put together, well edited, and I respected him. However, somewhere along the line, things went south for our little alpha male. Clouded by the pursuit of fame, money, and women, he turned into his shadow.
Yo, pick your fucking room up, homie. That shit nasty. You got like fucking trash on the floor. I had to turn around and make sure it wasn't trash on my floor.
Self, or perhaps who he's been.
Who is this on the right side of the screen, Brandon?
Who's who?
I see a fucking leg over here.
Entire time.
What?
Fast
There's a leg
forward to
on the right
April
side of the screen.
2021. I meet SNEAKO.
Oh, you're talking about right there. I see it.
in Las Vegas at Steezy Kane's birthday party, and my initial reaction was shock. I felt he was an egomaniac that viewed himself as better than everyone. You could tell he thought he was the coolest guy around. And I remember our first interaction vividly. He treated me like some fanboy piece of shit because I was giving him props about his videos.
Like Nico's previous conflicts, this one would also be born from a previously friendly relationship. Despite their collaborations being too few and far between to consider them friends, Brandon certainly had good feelings about SNEAKO.
He's hopping into frame, talking into my mic, and being a lot cooler than when we first met. I'm like, shit, maybe this guy's alright. We spent a few hours hanging out, and it made me think
gonna drive
maybe I
me
had
nuts,
the wrong
Brandon.
idea. I imagine him like admiring his shit in the toilet, but, you know, that's all speculation. I really think that. I think he does that. And when I was out at dinner with SNEAKO and his girlfriend...
I like how somebody in this motherfucker's background was like, that's the analogy you're going with? That's kind of weird, dude. Is he in a hotel room? Is that what I'm seeing?
I can't tell.
I think
She
so.
was flirting with everyone very hard, making it entirely apparent she was fair game and was seemingly down to hook up, but none of us reciprocated this behavior. We didn't flirt back, we didn't give her any vibes.
After 9 months, in June 2022, Buckingham would sign with Happy Punch, a YouTube boxing event headed by none other than Keemstar. Seeking to find
I'm telling you,
competitors
Keemstar
for the
shows up
event,
everywhere.
Brandon would ask SNEAKO whether or not he'd be up
He's
to
like the
box.
fucking boogeyman, dude. He's everywhere.
Because before we started doing these discussion halls, I didn't even know who Keemstar was.
And now you fucking know who Keemstar is. You can't watch any of these discussion halls without knowing who Keemstar is because he's involved in every single dramatic thing that happens on YouTube in some fashion.
So Keemstar
I mean, I guess
signed SNEAKO
props to him.
box, and mind you, I had told SNEAKO that I could try to get him signed to fight me or to fight another opponent. I was going to try to help him get signed regardless of my benefit. SNEAKO ends up messaging me saying something like, actually, he doesn't really want to box. So I reply, and I quote,
That's because he's a true alpha male, Brandon. He doesn't want to box because he's a true alpha male.
Because, you know, he's get his shit rocked.
Even he doesn't want to get hit. He doesn't want to take a punch. I guarantee you that's it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Hold on, I gotta read. First of all, SNEAKO had the DMs in his hand when he made up the blatant live me gassing him up, saying I love his streams and videos and am a fan. I literally reached out and said, I got you. I hope it didn't rub you the wrong way or anything. Just thought you'd be a legitimately good opponent that I'd respect. Much love, SNEAKO. Pissed. And he responded with, why are you on my dick? Which to me was clarification that he had no respect for me. I mean, yeah, kinda.
I hope it didn't rub you the wrong way or anything. I just thought you'd be a legitimate good opponent that I'd respect. Much love, SNEAKO. He responded to me saying that by saying, why?
That was a big piece of
Much
text.
love,
I want that whole thing, baby. Let's see. Nah, fuck that. I was being respectful. But if you want to take it there, this is his response to why you on my dick, by the way. I would deadass beat the fuck out of you if you think you can beat me in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, is that what this says? Yeah. Wrestling or Jinjitsu or Jujitsu? Is that Jujitsu?
Yeah, that's Jujitsu.
Really blurry. Then prove it. Your choice. Which rule set you think benefits you? You could net well over $100,000 in a single night. Don't you claim to be training some boxing something? Shit is fake. You are a pseudo alpha male pussy. Just another iteration of the fresh and fit something complete fake. Yeah, kind of what I was getting at.
Responded to me saying that by saying, why you on my dick?
However, Brandon did not take the slight against him well.
I reached out to clarify I didn't disrespect him by challenging him to a fight, and he called me a dick rider in response. And then I sat back, thought about it for a second. I was thinking, what a pompous little fucker. Here I am trying to help him, and he spits in my face and treats me like a fanboy just because I was showing him respect and clarifying our relationship.
Up until this point, the people who SNEAKO
Bro, this guy just put a whole essay as a text. Don't you love that? You know who's
I've
really
done it before.
Do you know who's really fucking good at doing that?
Who?
Mom. My mother can leave you some of the biggest giant blocks of text you'll ever read.
clashed with were either as petty as he was.
I mean, I'm gonna lie, I've done it before.
I have too. I think everybody has at some point
This
or
time
another.
it was different. The fight hadn't happened, but the victory of this exchange was obviously Brandon's. It could be said that this was the first time SNEAKO took a massive public L, as the kids would say. However, Nico didn't know when to stop. A twist that is becoming increasingly unsurprising in this story.
See, if he would have stopped at this point, he had me beat. I was the asshole at this point. He could have ran with the fact that it was just a joke that I misinterpreted. He was winning at this point. So I wake up from a little power nap to a FaceTime, and as I answer, I'm caught off guard because I see SNEAKO is pointing a camera at me and I'm on stream.
Yo, what up, Brandon? Yo, so I was talking to my chat about what happened. There's no beef, bro. I don't care. Good luck in the fight and everything. What do you want to say?
I was hella tight. I thought like we had some weird animosity beef. I guess I just misread what you said.
You're a comedian, bro. How the f did you not think that I was telling a joke?
Well, because first of all, I haven't seen you or talk. I haven't talked to you in like 10 months, right? Like we don't really keep up with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like that same energy of like supporting you and with you, just flip to the other side.
Yeah, just
like,
don't do that again.
Okay, see, now I like him a whole lot less, because now he seems really fucking pretentious and like somebody that I would like to punch in the mouth. And I'm not a violent person, but as I said at the beginning of this, he does have a very punchable face. Narcissists always have a punchable face.
Don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? He's saying I love you.
Don't fucking do. Who are you gonna fucking tell me what to do, bitch? Make me, motherfucker. Make me. Fuck off.
Because it makes me feel uncomfortable when people give me too many compliments.
Clarifying someone isn't upset that you challenge him to a boxing match is completely reasonable, but he has to make up this whole story about him trying not to big bro me after I fanboyed out so he can come out as this humble, logical good guy, when that is a blatant lie. And if he's watching this, then unblock me, screenshot the fucking DMs, and show him yourself. You lied.
The stream, dubbed Making an Example Out of YouTubers, is pretty much exactly what the title suggests. Humiliating those.
God, that face, dude. Look at that face.
Title suggests. Humiliating those he thinks have wronged him in front of his entire audience. Instead of taking the Brandon Buckingham situation as an opportunity to learn that reckless hostility isn't the appropriate way to act when you think someone might have slighted you, he decided to double
I wonder
down
if he has
kamikaze.
any kind of undiagnosed mental illness for real.
He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. He was a fan. He got tight at a gay joke.
I don't know.
Exactly the same shit that Lamza said. He kept asking me to get into a fight, and I'm like, man, I don't really feel like it. And I said, like, bro, I don't feel like doing it. And then he says something like, yo, I've been watching the streams. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your videos and everything. And I'm like, hey, why you on my...
Considering the
But that's not... I just literally... I just literally saw the fucking text. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Now he's a liar. And you know how I feel about fucking liars, Brandon. How do you feel about liars?
I hate liars, especially these type of liars who try to like defame somebody.
This guy be looking mad goofy. I know, man. Dude, I really don't have patience for disingenuous people anymore, man. And the older I get, the less patience I have for them.
About to explode between Buckingham and SNEAKO, this description of Buckingham seems relatively light.
Like that is one thing that you guys can be 100% sure on, is when you come to this channel and you watch our content, you are getting us as we are. I'm not putting a show on. I'm not being somebody else. I'm not being a character. I am the person I am. And he's the same way, you know? So
no, this is all a facade. In real life, I'm super spunky and happy.
Brandon is actually a raging alcoholic in real life.
However, we're still
I constantly gamble. I'm just, you know, I'm
he's a piece of shit, dude. I missed it. What? What? What are you laughing at? You're chuckling. Share the jokes, Brandon.
Go back and see what he did. And then tell me what you think he's going to say.
However, we're still in the calm before the storm.
Right there. Taking a deep...
Is it gonna be an apology? Is that what we're going into?
I don't know what it is, but that's exactly the vibe I got. I didn't want to have to make this video.
Yeah, because that seems like one of those fucking... I'm gonna open up with a, oh, poor pitiful me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I literally hope we never have to make an apology video.
We gotta do it the best way. We gotta sing the toxic gossip train.
I gotta learn how to play a ukulele. That's what we gotta do. Yeah.
We gotta sing the toxic gossip train.
Like, Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch SNEAKO too. I was really into like.
He didn't say anything, Brandon. He said nothing. Nothing happened.
Super edited type of videos, but the more I watch SNEAKO, the more I realize like something's off about him.
Dude, you know you can't post this, right? Yeah, I know.
Nico's live stream channel, SNEAKO, would quickly grow to become.
I'm sorry. Say what you want about our channel's name. People have asked where it came from, and I could never fucking call myself SNEAKO. I would just feel like such a jackass.
Right?
the
SNEAKO.
lifeblood
All right,
of online
dude.
popularity.
To
At
each
its peak, he
their
managed
own.
to gain over
It's gonna be like the saying of this channel, I
117,000
guess.
subscribers in one single
You know
week.
what? Good for you, SNEAKO.
Away from the cool, calm, and collected, even if opinionated SNEAKO from what now seems to be a distant past, into a SNEAKO that was extremely online and extremely offensive.
Do we want to look back at ancient Greece? You know, small penises used to be a symbol of masculinity back then.
Yeah, they were also having gay butt in Greece.
That's irrelevant to what I just said.
With this newfound patent for pushing the buttons of internet outrage culture, it seems
They're
SNEAKO
both
was
correct, though.
rudderless, not at all open to reconsider any of the actions he was becoming widely disliked for. For a man seeking to position himself as being based in reality, he managed to undo that image in a single stream.
You want to talk a little bit about the drama that's going on with you and SNEAKO?
And he's back, Brandon.
Fake R-word accusations.
Garden Gnome is back.
He said word for word that
I have no ill will towards
No,
Keemstar
it's
at all.
Notorious Gnome.
No, yeah, the Notorious Gnome. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, I have no ill will towards Keemstar at all. None whatsoever. I don't know the guy. He doesn't
he's
know
just
me.
everywhere.
He's just fucking everywhere.
Every time there's some big controversy that we're learning about, Keemstar is always there.
He is an omnipresent being on YouTube.
And
Man,
look,
I think that's insane.
this isn't up for debate because Brandon did not say that. Like, you know, this has already been debunked.
Fact, I didn't say that.
Yo, you know who's an L Mans? Brandon Buckingham.
Oh, yeah.
That guy sucks. I'm gonna, bro, literally said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Literally said that. This.
You gotta fucking prove that shit. You can't just come right out and say that. If you're gonna bring that up in a live stream, you better come with receipts.
Dude said he is going to R-word my girlfriend. Bro, nothing warrants saying I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend.
Just you saying it
some
doesn't make it
people
true,
were saying
idiot.
Mean things about them online. I'm personally game for most of it, honestly. However, it's a very different story when you are accusing someone.
Exactly.
It should be universally recognized that false accusations of that nature are forbidden, even in environments that people call toxic.
She doesn't respect them. They would look at my girlfriend and fold. Real talk. Like if I'm being
Don't
real.
cry like a Jeffrey.
Hey,
What?
bro, I was looking at your girl, and she was looking at me, and I did think about folding her over something, consensually, of course, but I didn't. You know who did, though? A bunch of weird dudes right in front of you.
But
Yes, he is. He's right though. Out of SNEAKO's own mouth, he was drilling
He
her
recommends it.
while somebody else was eating her out. So, who's the bitch here? Let's just be honest. Because it's kind of looking like it's SNEAKO. I'm sorry. Let's call a spade, Brandon.
it was far too late for
You know
settling
he
any of
likes
these-
saying that you saw that big smile on his face.
You know he likes saying that you saw that big ass smile on his face.
You know he likes saying that you saw that big smile on his face. There's supposed to be a comma there.
You're talking about the fucking thumbnail.
these disputes peacefully, as SNEAKO had opened Pandora's box, sullying his own image, live, in an attempt to smear fellow creators who otherwise would have held no animosity against him. Honestly, most of these situations speak for themselves. It's not necessarily that SNEAKO was just wrong in every instance, but the attitude with which he approached seemingly every problem with someone else was extremely counterproductive and petty.
So what exactly happened here? What made you make up the replies? Is that sticking to funny in your eyes? Is that sticking to truth? This fucking guy's always talking about truth. I mean, it's so weird to make up a rape accusation on another man. If he had his way,
I think it's
people believe
disgusting
what
to
he
make up
said.
that accusation regardless if you're a man or woman.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, if you are either male or female and you make up that accusation against somebody and you get law enforcement involved and it's found out to be a false accusation, you should receive the punishment that they would have received. However, there's a flip side to that, that if it comes out that, like, say it did happen to you and you go to the police and there's no evidence and it for some reason is ruled that you made it up, then you're being punished. So there's really no fucking win-win situation there. That's why you have to take every single allegation 100% true. You have to take them as true until investigated. And so that's why
lives get ruined because of that.
And that's why making those kind of things up is so fucking not okay. It's just not okay. And I'm sorry if that's the case where he made this accusation up and he's saying that Brandon here was going to R-word his girlfriend and it never happened and it was never said, never any kind of truth to it whatsoever. He doesn't need to be on the internet. He needs to be deplatformed. And from what I understand, he has been. So there's some justice in the world. SNEAKO the type of person to say, get your money
he's
up.
Still here.
He's still on fucking YouTube?
No, he's not on YouTube.
Is he on Twitch?
But he's on Kick.
Oh, he's joined the other cesspool people on Kick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think about it. If those accusations were taken as fact, people would say, oh, don't hang out with Brandon Buckingham. He threatened to rape a woman.
It also proved very hard for
It's very
SNEAKO,
true.
who, at this point...
Yeah, man, you can't just fucking throw those kind of things around. That's like, it's becoming like a common thing to call people a PDF too, you know? Where people are just throwing that Can we not desensitize everybody to that word, to that type of thing? Can we fucking stop doing that, please? That would be great.
Was a fledgling in the pro-masculinity online community to reconcile his more eccentric
Get your money up,
proclivities
not your funny
with
up.
what was held as common sense by everyone else.
Yeah, I guess.
Quickly, his position as the carrier of Andrew Tate's legacy was severely undermined.
But I'm telling you, Chad, the reason I'm talking about this is because internet has diluted a lot of the basic respect.
I don't know if I ever want to get to this point.
Right.
Well, to the point where look at his chat.
The carrier of Andrew Tate's
How do you
legacy was severely
interact
undermined.
with that?
But I'm telling you, Chad, the reason
I can't even read it.
because internet has diluted
You just choose somebody. I saw waffles in there. I saw uncomfortable in there.
I guess slow mode, but yikes.
After the termination of Andrew Tate and his brother from seemingly every social media platform in
Rightfully so.
2022, the
Guy was
community that
trafficking
developed
women.
around their cult of personality was extremely taken aback as they looked for someone else to continue promoting their ideas.
SNEAKO, young man, if I disappear, I'm passing the torch to you. Keep spreading the message. While it's still relevant to talk about Andrew Tate, I appreciate you showing this.
SNEAKO saw this as an opportunity, not just to profit off of their loyalty to the Tate brothers, but to inherit a cult of personality of his own, which would overlook any and all of his glaring character flaws. Of course, SNEAKO's old audience would be very distraught by how quickly he jumped on this particular bandwagon, literally became what he despised. Nobody said SNEAKO was the smartest or most morally correct guy, but the first thing he said here is true. At least he spoke the truth once, instead of always lying. Lol. Dude, it's SNEAKO. No matter what, we need to keep riding him. Real homie shit. SNEAKO may have formally passed the torch,
I have
but it
no
was
idea.
evidence that giving such responsibility to the young creator
Not even the
was
chat is
basically
on
feeding an
bro's
already
side.
raging fire. Over the years, it
Hey,
was always
I'm glad
possible
you're
that
here on
SNEAKO
our
had a
side, little C. I
tendency towards
appreciate you.
egomania, and now he had the mother of all followings at his fingertips. It seemed pretty clear to all of those around that SNEAKO was beginning to step over boundaries that figures like Tate would never have even contemplated. The increasing amount of spats that SNEAKO would find
What
himself
fucking
involved in
boundaries
would
does
reach
Andrew
the biggest
Tate have?
creators on the platform.
Again, the
Notably,
fucker was
KSI.
trafficking women.
KSI, I had no problem with you. I don't fucking know you. I don't watch your YouTube channel. But when I get banned, you want to go from a fan to just fucking instantly cowering out to the Matrix. That makes you a hypocrite. There's nothing more disgusting in the world but a male hypocrite. Ethan's a hypocrite as discussed, and as are you. You don't even stick by your guns. He doesn't even stick by his fucking guns. He doesn't even say, you know what? Andrew was all right. He said some funny things he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, this guy's fucking annoying, dude. Like, just fuck this piece of shit. If you are a fan of Andrew Tate, please reevaluate your life.
Is worse than anything I've ever fucking said, and you know it. You want to talk about having a boxing match? You're fucking 3 rounds boxing against some nobody. I will take you 12 rounds and I will break every bone in your fucking face, and you know it. Either before.
Well, congratulations. That makes you a real strong, big old man. Yes, because that's all that makes a man is violence. How much you can hurt somebody else makes you a real man. Fuck you, dude. Like.
It's always again with an alpha male. It's always let's not have a conversation and let's just fight.
Right, like, yeah, that makes you a very strong man. The fact that you think you can just beat everybody up, it's hilarious to me. It's absolutely fucking hilarious to me.
I would respond with the following: crying from outside of the club. Jake Paul and you can get it soon. I want all the smoke.
SNEAKO, bro. Literally. He is the son of Andrew Tate. Cried when Andrew Tate was upset. He's like, Daddy,
are you upset? Oh my God, did KSI upset you? Oh, Daddy Tate.
SNEAKO would quickly jump to Tate's defense, deriding KSI for celebrating Tate's ban.
Why? Why are you jumping to this guy's defense?
Andrew Tate owns you. Sorry, W Tate. W Convo. Get your clout up and one day I'll join. You're lucky that I ain't got time for this. No principles or character. Everything is about clout to these people.
Isn't that the fucking pot calling the kettle black, Brandon?
If you're such a top G, if you're such an alpha like your daddy Tate, why not test that alpha? Let us have a little spar and see how manly you really are in person. You can talk that talk behind a screen, but in the real world, you'll act different, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep feeding bull to your audience. Remember, I've been doing this way longer than you have. But, as I can see, you're truly just a man with zero values. Anyone over to be the main guy at the top.
God, that's annoying.
Demeaning to women, demeaning to Islam, demeaning to people and their weight for your bubble. Your truth is a lie. You're a trend that's dying. Enjoy it for now.
And now you sold out.
I really hope so.
Now you got a drink that's like
Everything is about clout with these clowns, said SNEAKO. That's what I'm saying, dude. That is the most ironic fucking thing I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's become what he has went against.
I think he only went against it because he saw that there were people there to watch him go against it.
No, you have to remember, the reason he didn't like Mr. Beast's content was because he was doing it just for clout.
Ah, you're correct. And then he started, yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot the context. I completely forgot about Mr. Beast.
You promote OnlyFans to your 12-year-old audience.
Daddy Tate.
You can't even debunk what I'm saying. I'm calling you out for being a fucking hypocrite. For saying, thank God Andrew Tate got banned, when you almost got banned for making jokes that went too far according to the woke mob. So I'm pointing out the fact that you're a simp for the woke mob now. You don't want to get canceled again. And instead of addressing that fact, you gotta go, Andrew Tate, writer.
He is the son of Andrew Tate. Cried when Andrew Tate.
See, this is what they all say. This is what every single hater says. They say, I'm a Andrew Tate writer. They talk about the swinger party from a year ago. They talk about
swinger party.
He used to have an open relationship.
Oh, is he talking about where his girlfriend and he was getting his balls tickled?
Yeah.
They say that I'm an alpha male. Okay. They say I'm a fake alpha male. They say I'm fake red pill. They say I'm a liar grifter. And yeah, bro, you can beat me in a fight.
Okay, I have a question. Because I forgot close, even though I've seen all 3 movies. Which pill was Neo supposed to take in the Matrix? Is it the red pill?
I don't fucking remember, Brandon. It's been years, literally probably over a decade since I've seen The Matrix. I don't care. I don't
think it's been about 5 years.
Care.
But
I'm not taking any pill. I don't give a shit.
I know, I'm just saying, like, every time I hear red pill, I'm trying to think, was that the pill that let them... I assume that's the pill that let them escape the simulation.
Probably.
Call you
These idiots are using it.
You've sold out and because you're afraid of
because of a fucking movie.
But you're afraid of a debate, you're afraid of a conversation, you would get exposed.
Increasingly, SNEAKO was finding himself under heavy scrutiny for his increasingly radical comments. Some would say he was simply speaking the truth in an off-the-cuff or blunt manner, as perhaps was his intention. But other people, typically those with more pull in mainstream YouTube than SNEAKO supporters, believed he was using his platform to spread dangerous ideas, whatever they considered them to be.
I know you want me to call you a toxic, problematic incel, but I'm not going to call you any of those things. I'm going to call you stupid. You are stupid and you are promoting dangerous, dumb ideas that aren't based in reality that make life worse for everyone.
And in an apocalyptic world where there's only one woman left,
I have no fucking clue who that was.
But if they were the last two, bro, you are getting fucked. There's no option about it. Whether you want to or not, you're getting fucked. If there's two people, there's no consent, there's no police. You can't.
I need more context for that. What is he talking about?
Okay, I can give you context.
Okay, let me hear it.
Because you just went back to it, hear it again. This is on the subject if there were two people left on the earth.
Okay.
And he's saying the woman would get R-word, basically. There would be no consent because there'd be no one to police that consent.
Okay, so he's essentially saying that he would... Okay, got you.
World where there's
Yeah.
only one
Real
woman,
classy guy.
That's what he would do to her.
But if they were the last two,
See, right there.
bro, you are getting fucked. There's no option about it. Whether you want to or not, you're getting fucked. If there's two people, there's no consent, there's no police. Are you kidding me?
Look at this fucking... Look at this guy like... I ain't on this fucking shit.
Bro, that sounded so evil, bro.
So I've been making content.
I agree.
Reviewing.
You know what? If it was just me and one woman left on the face of the planet, I don't think that anything sexual would happen at all. Do you know why? Because I would be devastated and would probably join the rest of humanity. Just keeping it real. Because at that point, what is the point? It's not like you can repopulate. You need a fairly large amount of genetic diversity to repopulate. So at that point, you were just admitting that you've always kind of wanted to do that. You kind of are a piece of shit.
Yeah, and even if it was survival, that would be the last thing on my mind.
Damn it. I wanted to see what you had posted. Unfortunately, it didn't catch it.
It's goofy. It's not funny. Like, at least it should be funny. Like, you're really boring to listen to. Like, everybody in here is laughing at you. Papa Gut, like, your voice
Whether you
is
want to or not is crazy. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't fucking even... That shouldn't even be a thought. Like, that would... In that conversation... That thought would never have even come into my mind. Like, if I was alone on the face of the planet with just one woman, there was nobody else around. That is not a thought that would pop into my head.
Know each other. It was just random. That wouldn't have even like remotely. It would have been all about survival and like, where was I going to survive? How am I going to get food? It would not like.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. To me, that's just kind of like he's admitting that that's a fantasy of his. That's kind of what that sounds like to me, and that's not okay. That's dangerous and not okay.
annoying. Like, at bottom line, like, that's
Screaming. Wait, do you really think my voice
people
is
listen
annoying?
up, man.
Content you made it. I think that's a bad.
Do you know why people let other people who scream when they talk? It's not because they're listening. It is actually the complete opposite. It's just easier to sit back and let a fucking idiot scream and yell about things that they think they know than it is to try to argue with them. It is significantly easier. And that is exactly what this guy right here down the bottom right was about to tell you.
Jokes about eyelashes like 500 times.
And you keep watching it. And you keep watching it, and I've never seen your videos.
Then how do you know he keeps watching it? If you've never seen this motherfucker's videos, how do you know he keeps watching?
What are they even watching?
I think they're talking about his balls getting tickled again, because that shit's hilarious, dude. And it's hilarious not because it's coming from him. It's hilarious because of the persona that he has portrayed.
I never will. But you know my jokes. That's how much you watch my bro. That's embarrassing.
We're used to taking the blue pill. We're not used to taking the red pill. And when you get
I'm so sick of this.
Me too, dude. Fucking.
Apologizing is a blue pill. So then why did you apologize? Because you felt bad?
Also, you got all this money and that's your fucking sound quality. Why can these people not afford like a halfway decent microphone? This microphone I'm using now.
To be honest, I don't even think SNEAKO knows what he is talking about half the time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They just talk loud with confidence, and they think that that's enough to get them by. And for a lot of people, it is. But if you have any kind of brain cells at all that you can fucking have rubbed together in your empty skull, then you can see through their bullshit from a fucking mile away.
Apologizing is the blue pill.
But what I was saying is, like, this microphone that I'm using right now cost me like $100. It's not the nicest microphone in the world. It picks up background noise. It's got, you know, it's got a little bit of the lows. It's got some of the high ends, a little bit of the mids. It's all right. The one that Brandon's using costs like 30 fucking bucks. This motherfucker can't afford a $30 microphone to sound halfway decent. Oh, like, I can't stand bad audio. Just like, just fucking get a microphone.
Like when you swallow one pill, it feels good.
Is the blue pill.
It feels good.
He sounds like shit.
So then why did you apologize? Because you felt bad?
Yeah,
I'm part of it in his room.
I genuinely felt bad. You say you're not listening, SNEAKO?
I'm listening,
No,
but
you're
I
not.
don't think
You're
you should
not
feel
listening.
bad. I'm listening,
You
but it doesn't
already
make sense.
have what you want to say in your mind, and you literally said this in your video.
We're gonna have to stop here pretty soon, dude. My fucking leg hurts.
You don't listen to what people say. You go on and assume what they're gonna say. Bro, you know how many clips on TikToks I've seen?
So how has your opinion of SNEAKO changed from the start to end?
He's just a disingenuous fucking self-entitled douche. I don't hate him to the point of, like, for instance, Lily Orchard or EDP, or, you know, or those predatory kind of people, but he's somebody that I could never have a conversation with, for sure.
Your opinion this has slowly been dropping.
Yes, it has gone from, like, you know, a 5, which is like the average baseline, to like I'm at a 3. Whereas for like Lily Orchard, I was at a fucking 0. She doesn't even get a point. A 0.
Well, yeah, Lily Orchard was an actual predator. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
What the girl was gonna say, but then she said something different. You're like, oh shit.
But at the same time, this motherfucker's admitting that he wants to forcibly put himself in women. So he kind of loses a point there too. So I kind of hate him a little bit for that too. So yeah, my opinion is gradually shifting.
Association with far-right political commentator Nick Fuentes.
There is something baked into the cake in Judaism which affects how they're brokering these kinds of contracts with entertainers like Ye.
The people who were already worried that SNEAKO...
Oh my god, fucking Kanye West on this podcast, dude, or this newscast, or whatever the hell you want to call Alex Jones thing here. Did you see him? Do you see this guy right now? Do you see what this motherfucker's wearing?
Yeah, I do. I remember hearing about this.
Like, he went into talking about how he's a Nazi and all this crazy shit and how Hitler had it right. And it's just like, somebody desperately needs to take him, put him in a mental facility, and have him evaluated. But nobody in Kanye's circle is going to do that. The guy isn't well. He's just not well.
The social media machine might become a dangerous trash fire. We're now seeing that things might have been worse than they expected. The overall...
No! SNEAKO drinks Nesquik strawberry milk. That shit's delicious! We have something in common! Right there, dude. Bottom left corner. You ain't paying attention, motherfucker. Get off your goddamn fucking auto-clicker piece of shit mobile phone game and watch the video, bitch! Put it down, Brandon! Watch the fucking video! We gotta talk like we know everything and talk loud! I can't do that. I can't, my throat is fucked already, I can't.
I just didn't look down, I was looking around the background.
As a consequence,
my leg hurts really bad.
Wondering how they could get him kicked out by any means necessary.
What's up, Cozy? 07's in the chat. Shout out to all the Goipers, man. I stayed up. Nick!
There we are. Hey. Hey!
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Nick, they're getting on my ass right now. Just, I appreciate
Damn.
your speech and everything, but you can't track the
Bro needs Michael Jordan when he said, stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
I agree. I agree. That's a great Michael Jordan clip, dude.
Stop it.
100%.
Get some help.
You don't think the kids and like fucking each other's cousins? You don't think the queen was an OG?
Oh,
I
no.
can't do that anymore on the stream.
Just say it one time.
You really sad about the queen dying? 100%, bro. You don't think the kids and like fucking each other's cousins? You don't think the queen was an OG?
No, SNEAKO's going off way more like on the conspiracy side, I think, than like where Tate is.
Yikes.
Tate might be marketing red pill stuff that I think is kind of okay, but people like SNEAKO are the
No,
result of
no, he
reading it the
isn't.
wrong way.
The heat would get so intense that clips from live streams featuring SNEAKO, Fuentes, and Destiny would be played in front of the United States Senate during a hearing on social media's effects on national security.
I want to show you something. They played my stream in the Senate. They played my stream in the Senate.
Okay, why are you laughing about that? That is not something to be proud of, that they're looking at you and saying, this is a problem. Like, you're proud of that? Really, dude?
Of course.
All right. All right.
This stream right now, there's government officials watching this. Let me show you. I'm not crazy. They played it in the fucking Senate.
To limit the spread of the hateful, dangerous, and extremist content that has motivated.
He said hateful, dangerous, and extremist content that has motivated
real world violence.
Real world violence.
As in Andrew Tate having human trafficking?
Yeah.
Religion. He said something about Judaism, and I went, joking.
However, things soon came to a head when SNEAKO got in a bit of a disagreement with YouTuber Chad, known for her TikTok commentary series, A Twinge of Cringe.
This feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video promoting.
Why do you know? We were talking earlier in this stream about sex, right?
Yeah.
And I think I said sex is awesome. It's a good time.
Yeah. Something like that.
It is not the most important thing in the fucking world, though. And there are so many people that put so much importance on it. It doesn't make sense to me, dude. Like this guy's literally sitting here being all like, "Oh yeah, she's only acting like this because she hasn't been fucked." No, it's really not that important.
Lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some. Yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah,
It kind of sounds like that's kind of what you need, my friend.
That's what you need. You need some sense back into you.
If there's one thing that's more powerful,
Yeah,
and
I
petty
like him
than
a
the US
whole
government,
lot
it's
less.
the audience of TikTok.
Yikes!
The outcry that would
This
follow
guy's a
outburst
piece of
would only
work,
further
man.
reduce the amount of time SNEAKO had left on mainstream
Is he down to a
platforms
1 yet?
before he, too,
Not
was
quite.
inevitably
I'd say
ejected.
he's at
So
a
he's
he-
at
like at a
Just
2.
before him, he was aware that he was posting on borrowed time, so he decided to up the ante.
Bro,
and
what
engage
am I watching? You're watching somebody act out violently fucking somebody else because they think that's what they deserve and need. And it's deplorable and disgusting and unnecessary, and he doesn't deserve to be on the internet.
even more
That's what you're watching.
antics. YouTubers like
Look at his stupid fucking face. I just want to punch him. I want to punch him right in his ugly fucking face, dude.
Just want to punch him.
Now I
Just
understand
wanna
why
punch him.
Brandon was trying to get him to get into a fucking ring with him, bro. It makes sense now. It wasn't because he wanted to make a bag. He actually secretly deep down wanted to knock this fucking piece of shit's lights out. That's what it was.
Nick Green would go as far as to break YouTube's terms of service to advocate for the mass flagging of SNEAKO's accounts to get him deplatformed.
SNEAKO is harassing a female content creator, telling her that the reason why she's so upset is because she hasn't had sex in a while, and then he proceeds to aggressively simulate a sexual assault on Chad in his live
Exactly.
stream in
That's
front
what
of
you're
thousands
watching.
of people. If you watch this video and you also believe that SNEAKO should be banned from YouTube, you can go to his channel pages, click about.
Yeah, you can't do this, though. Yeah, can't do calls to action. That's not okay. That's not okay. Let YouTube handle it. I personally, if I were to have a platform big enough to do something like this, I would have just sent the clip to YouTube and been like, do you really want this guy on your platform with over 1 million subs spewing this absolute vitriol to his base? I mean, you also have to think that it's possible that somebody in his audience might take that as a literal, this is what you need to do, and might actually go out of their way to attempt doing that. Yeah, so you might not want this person on your platform, but you can't do a call to action.
And then click the flag icon on the right side.
You got to
of
do
the
it
page
behind
and
the scenes,
report the
man.
user.
The aforementioned Brandon Buckingham would even get involved, tweeting, "The fact that SNEAKO, after knowingly falsely accusing me of making threats, is about to get banned from YouTube for making threats is one of the most ironic turn of events I've ever had the pleasure of being involved in. Truly divine. Nick Green's content is unwatchable and his personality is unbearable. I also do not support the cancel culture deplatforming bullshit.
No, I don't
But
either.
after getting falsely accused of by the guy, it's hard not to sit back and laugh at all of this.
In
Cancel
your
culture
crusade
annoys
to
me.
become a free thinker who only speaks the truth, you've become an absolute f***ing idiot. I don't care if you're toxic and problematic. I care about people's safety. And the ideas that you are spreading on your channel directly.
What was the name of that video? Did I read that wrong? Oh, son of a bitch, I did it again. Hold on.
We're near the end.
Oh, I think we're actually
wait, go back.
right here.
I care if you're toxic and problematic. I care about people's safety. And the
Okay.
Surely to God, there has to be other context here.
I was gonna say I want to know the context, because there is the whole thing where they might consent at first, and then halfway through, they will say they're no longer consenting, and at that point, like the other person could get in trouble, and he could be talking about that.
He could be. You're correct.
But he also knowing how.
knowing his fan base, he has done this on purpose, though. He's not entirely stupid. He knows what he's doing.
ideas that you are spreading on your channel directly lead to people being less safe.
SNEAKO's termination.
Actually, go back real quick.
Only speaks the truth. You've become an absolute f***ing idiot. I don't care if you're toxic and problematic. I care about people's safety. And the ideas that you are spreading on
Pause
your
it.
channel you've become an absolute f***ing idiot.
It doesn't stay up for very long.
I don't care if you're toxic and problematic. I care about people's safety. And the
Okay, what am I looking at?
Yes means no, but yes. No, but yes. What? But it means yes, no sometimes. What?
Yes means no, but yes. But,
Yes, but
it
yes,
means
but.
yes, no sometimes. It doesn't make sense. Don't try to fucking interpret. It makes no
ideas that you are
sense.
spreading on your channel directly lead to people being less safe.
SNEAKO's termination was really a long time coming. Did he deserve it? I would say no. But was it inevitable? Yes.
Why would you say no? He acted out a literal assault on somebody and was like, this is what she needs. This is what she needs, guys. Yeah, he needs to go away. I think Brandon did too. He tried real hard.
YouTube would terminate SNEAKO's second channel, SNEAKO,
Trying to
where
read
most of
that.
his recent content was hosted. However, they didn't stop at that, and moved on to deleting his entire channel as well. It didn't matter that he had run that channel for over a decade, as seniority is meaningless to YouTube, and down the drain went an entire decade's worth of dedication, and arguably even talent, just like that. I would go on about how the precedents that this kind of crackdown sets should be a warning to all of us, but these days most people don't care about free speech anyway, so I you know what, I won't waste my breath.
Dude, I'm sorry, but free speech does not mean you can fucking say that somebody needs to be physically assaulted, sexually assaulted. I'm sorry. That's not okay. That's not fucking free speech. That's hate speech. There's a difference. There's a fucking difference. Now, is there a place where you can say that, yes, free speech is being censored? Absolutely. We've talked about it a little bit in this live stream, with just fucking normal words being censored for no reason other than profit and algorithm sense. In my opinion, that is stifling free speech. I can't say certain words on YouTube because if I do, I get in trouble for it, even though technically they're not fucking bad words. They're not curse words. They're just socially frowned upon. So, I'm sorry, there's a difference.
Like, a lot of comment sections are being disabled, so you can't even read comments anymore.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're talking about YouTube Kids, Brandon.
No, like, for instance, this isn't on YouTube, but Crunchyroll has completely removed comments.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that because they're, like, everybody was all offended about the over-offended shit is so exhausting.
They review bombed one thing, and so Crunchyroll just decided to remove comments from their entire platform.
Yeah, there's a difference between free speech and hate speech. And I know that these people like Andrew Tate and I guess fucking SNEAKO will tell you that there is no such thing as hate speech, that it is just free speech, and they're incorrect. They are incorrect.
Whether you agree or disagree with him, SNEAKO's young fan base, along with Tate's before him, are simply migrating to alternate websites or private chat groups, where they will continue to be as raucous and offensive as you can imagine. I have no idea what will happen when this cultural pressure cooker blows up, but I'm certain it means bad news for the people who banned them in the first place.
After nearly a decade of dedicating my life's work to YouTube.com, they terminated all of my channels. Not only that, in my life's work to YouTube.
I like how they open it up with, "Hi, SNEAKO. Hi, SNEAKO."
Hi, SNEAKO.
they're like all polite and stuff. "Hi, your shit's gone."
SNEAKO.
You like SNEAKO?
Yeah, hi, SNEAKO.
I think it's
imagine
really
like formal. Imagine a formal, like, corporation going, "Hi, SNEAKO."
Right? That's why it's funny to me. "SNEAKO, we have removed your channel from YouTube. Hi, SNEAKO." It's like a disappointed father figure scolding their child. "We had to take away your toys because you can't fucking not act out violently assaulting somebody."
Terminated all of my channels.
I don't even know if that's why he got banned, but it's one of the reasons he definitely should have.
Because they terminated my account when they felt like it. So I posted a YouTube short on my main channel saying, "Hey guys, I can't stream for 2 weeks. I'll see you soon." And YouTube hit me with the circumvention strike, and that's how they were able to delete everything off the platform. A lot of these booster shot, indoctrinated, brainwashed YouTubers are trying to take credit for the
Oh god. "Hi, SNEAKO. After consideration of 5 seconds, we decided to take your stuff down." Hats off to fucking YouTube.
And when in reality it's bigger than you, the government is watching me. The senator of Michigan played my clip of a stream. The committee, the chair of Homeland Security, said that I'm a domestic threat and that I'm encouraging violence.
You absolutely are. I know that he doesn't understand that, and he actually probably does understand that. He just doesn't care. But you definitely are. You definitely have a following of mouth-drooling morons who are following everything you say and take what you say for face value. So you're an irresponsible human being and have no business having a platform. They did the right thing by removing you. I disagree with TurkeyTom here. He doesn't need to be here.
And saying, "You need to get rid of this guy. He's growing too fast and he's exposing the truth. You need to get rid of him before he keeps
No.
making people."
And that's what they always fucking turn to as well. It's like they're trying to
Conspiracy.
silence the truth. No. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm exactly who I say I am, and people don't believe the lies like they have with all these other martyrs of free speech. I posted a list of names.
Oh, he's calling himself a martyr.
Assange, Edward Snowden, all these people who have tried to save.
And that's the unfortunate thing too, is that when they do ban these people, that's the angle they go. And I mean, you can't argue with it. You can't argue with it because there is no argument for it or against it because there's no basis in reality. You can't argue against something that has no basis in reality, Brandon. So when he's just like, yeah, they're just trying to silence me, you can't prove that that's the case or not the case. It's infuriating. So what should have YouTube done? Should they had let him on YouTube and continued to spread these very dangerous, very stupid fucking ideas? Or should they have banned him and turned him into the martyr that he's now claiming to be? Those were the only two outcomes that they could have possibly had taken. What is your opinion?
The banning.
Okay, then we're on the same page.
Without a doubt.
Let him be a martyr to his people.
He can see himself as a martyr. Any reasonable person will see him as he is.
But the problem is he has a rabid fan base of people that don't see him as he is.
But that doesn't matter. The fan base leaves YouTube to go with him.
Bro does all of this about doing it without their consent, talking about topics no one wants to hear about. Bro says that they are trying to hide the truth. Unfortunately, there are a very large amount of people who want to hear what he has to say and want to hear the type of things that he's wanting to say because it affirms what they feel and what they believe. And I'm just not, I don't subscribe to that camp.
Stalkers is one of those people.
Who?
Creepy stalkers. Oh, this person really wants to be with me. She just doesn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of like the guys who blame women for them never, ever having sex or ever being with another person.
Right.
It's all the women's fault. It has nothing to do with me. It's the women. They're to blame.
I'm perfect.
Yes.
It's they just don't like me.
Right. It has nothing to do with me. It's all them. And that's the kind of person that he's targeting towards. And it works. Unfortunately, it works very well.
And Instagram took it down for violence. Time will tell, and eventually people will understand where I'm coming from.
The response from fellow content creators was,
Does he have a dick on his hat?
No.
That looks like a dick and
to
balls.
say the least, largely indifferent.
Well, I mean, I tried to warn him. I tried to warn him. And yeah, YouTube, I mean, look, it's YouTube's website. They can do whatever the fuck they want. If he broke TOS, then that's an L for him. But I warned him. I told him, like, he was moving mad. He was moving mad.
Shout out SNEAKO.
It's a bear. It's not a dick and balls. It's a bear.
Basically just a manosphere, red pill, woman hating loser.
Wannabe Tate.
Yeah, just another one, you know, another off-brand, insecure man. So anyway, he got banned. So we'd love to see it.
See you, old partners.
See ya, partner.
Ethan Klein claims white supremacists are to blame for his YouTube ban.
You can argue that it's YouTube's right to simply.
Oh, did that guy get banned too?
I didn't. I have no idea.
So surprised when it happens to you.
I used to watch
We can
H3H3 like
celebrate
way
sport
back in the
rights,
day.
Ban all we like. It doesn't change the fact, as of the time of writing, we are ultimately at the whim of an unfeeling algorithm that picks sides, changes rules, and punishes anyone and everyone when it suits its need.
It took me a month to make. There's cinematics in it. It's like a short film. There's scripting. It's artistic. There's a really funny street interview at the end. I was basically playing the character of an incel to try to view women accurately in 2022. And this idiot watched this video, was like, oh my god, this guy's literally dude like an incel dude. He didn't even understand it because of his low IQ bot brain, and he probably made more money in 10 minutes reacting to my video that I spent a month making.
And that pisses you off royally. I guarantee you that pisses you off.
Oh yeah, you can see he's already getting angry.
Soul into one of the best videos I ever made. And so I'm like, why am I spending all this time investing into trying to change people's mind, trying to make difference on the internet where people are so easily brainwashed and influenced, when I could just react to shit, when I could just yell, because this guy's not funny, this guy's not entertaining, he's low energy, he's stupid and predictable. I can be better than this. And in 3 months, I almost got 1 million subscribers from nothing on my second channel, so fast that they had to ban me. So I wanted to
So fast he was growing subscribers so fast, Brandon, that YouTube was freaking out and banned
they were
him.
going to make too much money and banned him.
Right? YouTube was like, oh god, this guy's bringing too much traffic to our fucking platform. Gotta ban him.
We're gonna rake too much dough. Gotta stop this now.
Like it doesn't even take much thought to tear apart his fucking statements because they don't make sense. I love stupid people though. Let's just be real.
You're better than them, but you became them.
How did I become them?
Do you think that a spiritual void exists today in the Western world?
Yeah, I believe in God.
When you're talking to people on your platform, I hear you guys talk about what it means to be successful, what it means to achieve, what it means to accomplish things, and all I ever hear you guys talk about are cars, mansions, 30 Why?
Because that's dope.
When you talk about those things, those are the exact types of journeys that lead you to the spiritual void.
Just like Tate, SNEAKO is vaporizing
Damn, son.
the platform.
Dropping some hard
Perhaps
facts.
It's a testament to what Nico used to create, that there are entire channels created in the express name of preserving his back catalog of content. More so, it could be an indictment of where SNEAKO ultimately ended up, that his old content is what many of his fans look back on fondly. His subreddit, filled with these former fans reminiscing about the good old days, is especially telling of this. SNEAKO always wanted to step out from the crowd, to make his own way, something that is clearly reflected in his philosophical and political views. However, the end result of this fixation was that the fate of his online presence and content was decided not by himself or his fans, but by a blanket ban that cut him off from them permanently. For a man who wanted to make something new, something different, something uniquely him, who can look at what has happened and confidently say that this is not what he always wanted?
I need people to admire me. It's fucking corny. I desired fame for so long. That was, I thought my life would be set.
See,
on
dude,
famous.
that's where we're different. Like, yeah, I enjoy doing these live streams and interacting with the chat and hanging out with you guys, playing games, reacting to these fucking mouth drooling morons. It's a good time. It's fun to me. I don't do it because I want to be famous. I do it because it's fun. I was actually talking to Darcy about this last night, and I was like, you know, why do we stream? Now, we've been doing it for a couple years now, and like the traction's there. Like, we're gradually gaining traction, and that's awesome. That's fucking cool, but it's really not what we were after to begin with. I started doing these streams simply because I have this guy who I really enjoy doing things with, and then it turns out that I also just really enjoy hanging out with the chat and playing games, dude. It's fun. It's a fun hobby for us. I don't understand the desire to be famous. I don't get it. The loss of anonymity alone would be hard to deal with.
Right. But it's
And then to have everything you do placed under a microscope too would also just be really annoying. I don't know. These people that does, I guess it comes from that place of narcissism where they just need the attention, they need the affirmation, and I just can't subscribe to that, dude. I don't get it.
Yeah.
turns you into kind of an egomaniac.
I will say that Nico seems like a man who has lost his way, so desperately in need of a mentor, someone to look up to and guide him, that he'll settle for Andrew Tate of all people. He's a series of conflicting
I wouldn't be
ideas,
shocked to find out that he did not have a father figure. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest.
No.
And as sad as that is, a lot of these guys are like that. They just didn't have a father figure to look up to, so they have this like warped sense of what men should be. I'm going to tell you guys right now, a man is not somebody who is stronger than everybody else, who is violent, who is exceptionally confident in everything they do. Men are flawed. They're people. They're just people. If you want to be considered a good man, treat people the way that you desire to be treated. Brandon lives his life by that mantra. And it's a good one to live your life by. Like, you don't have to try to be a man. You just gotta be you. That's all you gotta do. It's not that fucking hard.
Preaches traditional values, yet
Basically, being a man is just being a decent person.
Basically, yeah. That's what it comes down to. And it's the same for being a good woman. Just being a good human being.
Went to orgies and enjoyed countless threesomes. A man who presents himself as humble and forgiving, yet acknowledges the egomania he has obtained from being a content creator for a living.
I have a feeling that was
wants
there
to wake his
beforehand.
audience up from the mainstream narrative, while feeding that same audience his own narrative on how the world works, from an extremely limited set of experiences. Maybe the most honest thing SNEAKO has ever said is that your views are always inside you. You don't need some random guy on the internet to tell you what they are. SNEAKO, however, at the time of writing this, is 24 years old and is still
Trying to mature, man. I'm trying to mature, but I still do dumb. Like, I'm aware of a lot of the mistakes I make. But
And that's part of it too, man. He is young. I hope that he fucking grows up, dude.
But that doesn't excuse the serious, real-life
He's
ramifications.
26 now.
And the question remains, is someone who cannot control their own ego and is still maturing in their own right, deserving of such a large platform that so many trust? Should anyone even look up to him?
I think you can cry in a video and say I have mental health problems. Twitter made me sad. I needed to take a mental health break because I was on Twitter too much. And they do that because liberals will all go in the comments and be like, oh my God, feel better. Oh, I'm so glad you're opening up. I'm also sad. I'm also sad. My therapist told me this. And all it does, you think that it's getting over your mental health, but all it does is encourage it more and more. It gives you a sense, it gives you dopamine that other people are like validating your mental health problems. When reality is your life hard, you're a successful YouTuber, you stream all day, your life is easy. You have the easiest job ever, you have the best job ever, and Twitter made you sad? Get over it.
Today, it seems that many are simply looking for someone to trust, someone to believe in, someone to look up to. Simply put, there are no more heroes, and now
I don't know, dude.
instinctively turn to others, whether rock
I don't know.
athletes, or in this case, internet father figures like Tate's.
Internet
guidance.
father figures. That exactly.
A lot of people are becoming increasingly discontent with the world in which we live. It's kind of understandable why people would turn to someone like Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, Sam Hyde, or SNEAKO as someone to offer them something new. What may be important to keep in mind is that ultimately, these people are no different from us. Captivating and entertaining as they may be, they are often inconsistent, ego-filled hypocrites grasping for some sense of meaning in a world ripe with questions and sparse in answers. For now, on Rumble, SNEAKO will continue looking.
I guess it's Rumble now.
Nick just texted me right now, and I can't.
But I think he's on Kick.
It would make sense.
I can't tell you, but Nick just texted me the dopest shit of all time. I can't tell you yet, but let's go. Give me some, just trust me.
I'm never gonna fail. I did it.
I've been TurkeyTom. Thanks for watching.
Yeesh.
And until next
All right,
time,
dude. I know you said you got another video.
Yeah, no.
So send it on over, son. What do you got for me?
Let's see if I can find
Hurry
a
up, you should have had
recap
this
of
shit
this.
fucking ready to go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't take you anywhere. Like, really? This is what happens when you let Brandon run the stream. Well? What is the name of the video?
I'm looking for one.
Oh, you don't have one? Motherfucker, we'll do another part of this then. Because I'm in. I'm
it's
in
not going to be long.
I'm in a. Oh, do you? Did you find it?
I think so. I think I found one.
Okay, send it over.
This is how I learned about SNEAKO, by the way.
Okay, send it over. But in the future, if you have more than one video, get that shit queued up beforehand, man. That way we're not sitting here with a bunch of dead air.
I didn't know we were going to be doing this shit.
Well, if we're going to finish, if we're doing the SNEAKO saga, I'd rather just get it all out of the way now. That's only 15 minutes. Fucking beautiful. Well, that video was
this didn't last very long.
Between Moist Critical and SNEAKO could qualify as one of the biggest beasts.
First, let me actually link this shit in the description, guys.
Yeah, this is by Ryan Pictures.
Ryan Pictures. There we go. Video is linked in the description. Check it out.
In YouTube history. However, the tension between the two has recently escalated to unprecedented levels of animosity. Because after a series of tweets and videos of
you watched Charlie, that's how you found out about this shit.
SNEAKO has resorted to challenging Charlie to a fight and threatening his life with a gun.
Moist Critical, you want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want to watch?
Is this supposed to be funny?
I guess.
Because I'm not laughing.
I guess he thinks it's funny.
Oh, you want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips.
Now we first need to set the scene.
What an idiot.
Between these two.
Like literally, what an idiot.
Of all commentary. Penguin Zero, who not only earned a reputation as a humble, funny, and down-to-earth guy, but was also one of the first ever creators to join the platform back in 2007. His dry humor, monotone voice, Jesus-like appearance, coupled with his creative use of vocabulary, have made him one of the most iconic figures in YouTube history. No other
I don't mind Penguin Zero occasionally. I do watch a few of his videos. Not my favorite guy in the world. I do find, you know, his dry sense of humor and monotone voice kind of make a lot of his videos feel samey to me, and I kind of get bored of them. But he does bring up some good points, and I do enjoy his humor from time to time. That I will say. You love Charlie, I know.
I don't know. What I was gonna say is part of why I really like is because I learned a lot of shit that I would never have learned by myself. Because I'm not into looking into getting things about these dramas.
That's fair.
So, also it was a video. Yeah, learning about SNEAKO was a video. We'll see.
Creator on the platform has presented the same relatability and authenticity seen in Charlie's videos, as most videos are now filled with over-energetic and overdone personalities.
And that's probably why I don't mind his videos, because I also am really fucking tired of this everybody's constantly screaming at me every time I'm on YouTube. And it's like, oh, can we just not? Please. Like, I know I do it a little bit, but it's just me. Like I said earlier, that's just how I am. Like when we were talking about Marvel earlier, I was talking the exact same way that I was talking in this stream, was I not?
Yeah. I was basically talking like this.
This is how I am, dude.
This is how I am.
Overall, Moist Critical is certainly up there among the most genuine, chill creators on the platform, while in the blue corner, SNEAKO is the complete opposite.
Yo, a lot of you need to wake up. Wake up! Come back to reality! Get off of TikTok! Get off of Instagram! You're so stupid!
Oh my god!
He's gained massive popularity over the past years for sharing his controversial views in life. He is a red-pilled, self-proclaimed realist who is on a mission to bring back masculinity, expose the reality of today's society.
Bring back masculinity. Oh, Christ.
However, when comparing his newer content to the older...
Yes, because sitting here looking at this guy's fucking pencil mustache really screams masculinity to me, let me tell you.
Andrew Tate's glasses.
Right? Like, it just fucking, the masculinity oozes through my screen looking at this fucking moron.
Looking at this
It's
sheep.
obvious that he has changed a lot. He wasn't always loud and maniacal. He was a lot calmer and spoke his mind in a respectful manner. But somewhere down the line, the path was altered, and the result was noticeable.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
And with SNEAKO being
Motherfucker can't even grow a full beard, and he's sitting over here, I'm so masculine.
Yeah, is a beard supposed to be masculine?
Look, Mr. Charlie here, he grows, he can grow a full beard. What's wrong, SNEAKO? You sags, you got that pube hair? Is that what's going on?
Bro wants to help, wants us to wake up, but does not want us to hear ever again with him breaking the sound barrier.
Dude, little C, I love you, dude. You have a great sense of humor.
This goes above being just a bad movie. It's like an actual fucking crime. Here's the little Netflix blurb about it.
Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity. Defying her family's traditions. Don't watch this. Don't fucking support this. Don't watch it. Don't download it. Don't illegally watch it. It doesn't need to be consumed. It is literal garbage.
Shark Tank pitch to get you invested, make you want to watch it. Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions. Pedophiles everywhere were pumping their fists in excitement. Finally, a movie made just for them.
The film has been universally looked down by almost everyone. It
Ugh.
wasn't until SNEAKO made a provocative video where he made the confession that Cuties is his new favorite movie, while simultaneously insulting Charlie in a past.
Oh, great. So he's gonna take that last point, Brandon.
Canceled it, this is the video. I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. It's also really funny to see the difference of reaction that Americans had in European side, because I'm in Europe and people are like, yeah, that was a pretty good film. Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were going to piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just...
Right there. Done. You're talking about 11-year-old children, and you're using the word provocative imagery. We're conversation over. We're fucking done. Like, what else do you need to say? Come on, man. I really like watching these 11-year-olds jump around. It's so fucking hot to me. Fuck you, man. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
Reasons why she's doing what she's doing.
And from this
It doesn't matter. She's 11.
Between these two would become increasingly more heated, which can be observed in this clip where SNEAKO would react to a video Charlie had made a few months prior.
They want.
But you realize like how anybody critical of red pill, like alpha male ideologies is always kind of like this.
You get shot every time you hear red pill.
Kind of like what? I gotta hear what he's got to say here, because I absolutely hate the whole alpha male thing. I think it's fucking ridiculous. So I want to know what he has to say, because me and Penguin Zero, me and Charlie don't look anything alike. I have no hair at all, and I'm kind of fat. So what
I'm losing my hair.
So what
I'm in a
here?
mix.
What here about Charlie looks exactly like me? Because he just said, anytime you hear somebody that's against that, they always look like this. What is this? Let me hear it.
A beard.
Oh, meaning the thing that SNEAKO can't grow? I'm not going to let that go, because the more I think about it, the more I laugh at his really sad facial hair.
You realize like how anybody critical of red pill, like alpha male ideologies is always kind of like this. Like pretty much like a white guy who looks like he doesn't really go outside that much.
Okay, fair. I don't go outside very often, but I'm also in my 30s. What am I doing outside? SNEAKO? Going to work? Going to the fucking grocery store?
What I do. Technically, I go outside almost every day.
Like, what are you on, dude? We're not teenagers.
Present nature. That's what I've noticed doing the breakdowns of all the.
Or is he referring to the fact that I don't want to go out and fucking party because that's not fun to me?
Considering that Charlie actually does go outside because he's actually fucking jacked.
Like, Well, whatever.
All the hit pieces and all the people who you can look at someone and tell and you can figure out what they think. You know what I'm saying? If you're online,
SNEAKO, what am I thinking right now, bro? I know I'm talking to a video and he can't actually hear me, but I wish he could. I want to know what he thinks I'm thinking right now. I'm curious. What do you think I'm thinking about right now?
I don't know. I bet you no one can guess what I'm thinking right now.
I'm thinking about my legs. It fucking hurts. It hurts real
See,
bad.
I'm thinking about a song from Brothers of Metal.
all day, if you're on your computer all day, you don't.
Minecraft stream when? Tomorrow. I promise you a Minecraft stream tomorrow. I can't do it today, man. I can't sit here for much longer.
That much sun, of course you're gonna.
I just had surgery. My leg got chopped the fuck open, homie. They removed a tumor from my leg.
You should have heard him when he was getting driven home. It was funny.
I was still kind of dopey from the anesthetic and stuff.
Critical of Fresh and Fit, Tate, Red Pill, me. You're not gonna ever. We're gonna butt heads.
The reaction followed the video posted by Penguin0, the most embarrassing alpha male ever, in which he would call out the Fresh and Fit podcast on their controversial views about relationships and the fault.
Right now, looking at this group of people, I can promise you, none of them are enjoyable to be around. None of them. None of them are worth being around. Not a single fucking person there.
Stories they would make to portray themselves as alpha males. Considering SNEAKO's good friends with
alpha males
would ultimately come to their defense from an emotionally charged standpoint.
Hate those glasses.
The drama before insulting Charlie's appearance.
See? I know I was insulting SNEAKO's appearance, but yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Obviously, anything that you got going on, the Pokemon cards, your pale face, the G Fuel fridge.
Your pale face, you white bastard. How dare you have pale skin?
Yeah, right.
Like, what?
Zero drip. The fact you just look like you look at the curtain pulled all the way down. You need to get some sun. The whole way you're living life like a man. You calling him.
He's recording right now, you idiot.
Given that Charlie does
The sun would just get in the way.
Hey, look, I'm a man child too. I got a whole fucking big ass office space back here full of like all kinds of action figures and posters. There's a Sonic head. Yeah. Here. Yeah, see, I mean, definitely we are all man children. It's not because we have hobbies or enjoy things or enjoy media, and it's just not all about sex and having big dick energy for us. It's because we're man children.
SNEAKO's response would go unnoticed. However, despite Charlie trying to ignore the drama, his fans would regularly bring up SNEAKO's response, forcing him to address the situation, which ultimately brings us to the 25th of November 2022, when Charlie would finally respond to SNEAKO with a dedicated video on the topic.
Me, because I made jokes about his friends on the Fresh and Fit.
And I just gotta be honest, dude, Charlie's set here looks really nice. It's clean, it's organized, everything's lined up beautifully. And that takes time and effort. Now, if we were to jump back, I'm not going to, but if we were to jump back to SNEAKO and look at his recording area, it looks like a fucking dumpster fire by comparison. I mean, mine's a little bit messy right now, don't get me wrong, but we put effort into our production values, I suppose, and except Brandon. Brandon's room's a disaster. Never makes his fucking bed.
I don't.
Have you checked the Minecraft channel in Discord? I have been bedridden for several days, so not really. I've been kind of dabbling a little bit in the Discord, but I really haven't been paying much attention to the other ones other than the tavern, my friend. Sorry. Like I said, I promise you we'll do a Minecraft stream tomorrow. I want to play, but we've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. I'm in a pretty significant amount of pain at the moment. And I'm gonna power through. We're gonna finish this, and then we're probably gonna end here pretty soon.
Because he's a very sensitive guy, and he started writing their wieners to try and defend a blatantly outrageous story that one of them told about meeting a basketball player at a party, then being invited by that basketball player to a mansion, and then fucking a ton of girls at that mansion, thanks to the basketball player, which sounds like something a Tumblr account would have made up, and ending with "and everybody clapped."
He kicked the video off by explaining how SNEAKO got offended by the jokes Charlie made about Fresh and Fit, before pointing out the buffoonery and irrelevancy of SNEAKO bringing up Charlie's monogamous relationship.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship.
girl.
Okay. What is there to make fun of there? A little
She's not a
confused.
supermodel, I guess.
I mean, she's pretty. Like, what's there to make fun of here? Even if she wasn't, what's there to make fun of? Because they're not going around fucking everybody. I don't get the zinger here, I guess.
I don't either.
Ain't this the cuck?
Yes, this is the cock.
Essentially, yeah. This is the guy who watched his girl get slopped up while he was trying to fuck
And
her.
recommends other people do that.
Yeah, he talked about how the guy's eyelashes or fucking eyebrows or whatever were tickling his nuts.
Eyebrows was tickling his nuts, yeah.
Congratulations, SNEAKO.
I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules. Someone could go and fuck a lot of bitches. That it's so foreign to
God,
us
that's
as
such a
ideas, 'cause we get
stupid idea and a
I'm
dumb
so
way to
confused
live.
what he's talking about.
So he's making fun of Moist Critical here for having a relationship that's not open-ended. Like, he's just with somebody and they don't go around and they have sex with everybody. And he's making fun of that. And he's like, oh yeah, man, I get all these bitches. It's like, congratulations, you're fucking miserable. Like, good for you, I guess?
Crowned the winner by most people. He tackled the situation from a logical standpoint while belittling SNEAKO's previous arguments in a calm manner, which can be supported by this comment, which states, he's just the kind of person who thinks being loud equals winning an argument.
Exactly.
They just don't care. However, nothing would have prepared you for the next point Charlie made in the same video, where he would expose an embarrassing story of SNEAKO getting cucked.
So he's always just been kind of a weird person to me that I don't pay too much attention to, but I couldn't help but take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cuffed.
Oh god, I don't need to sit through this again, Brandon. You motherfucker.
Get fucked. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, no, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other? I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do. Just to test.
I know.
You know what?
It is a legitimately.
Thankfully, we're not gonna sit here for very long on that.
Very clearly bothered by that whole situation.
And while Charlie would move on from the drama, the memory of him dismantling SNEAKO's reputation clung to him like a shadow, as SNEAKO would continuously post tweets dissing Critical. However, despite the months of trying to ignore SNEAKO, their beef wouldn't reach new heights until the 12th of March of this year, after SNEAKO would post a tweet which reads, "Like this tweet if you want to see us fight." However, the tweet had the opposite effect SNEAKO was expecting, as the majority of the comments would go against SNEAKO's initial challenge. Like this tweet if you want to see Charlie make another video mocking the—
What did bro get? Some popcorn, his seat, and sit back, relax, and just watch? And stroke his sad boner? Probably.
Probably.
I added that last part. But let's just be real. Holy shit, you weren't kidding.
No, he went to college for body fitness.
Good for you, Charlie. Goddamn, son.
Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. In the same day, SNEAKO would tweet, "Pattern recognition. This collages everyone who advocated for my cancellation." The tweet was aimed towards those
Okay,
SNEAKO
what is all?
Charlie at the face of the image.
What is the same about all these?
I'm sorry, what?
That thing said pattern recognition. So, what's the same in any of these pictures?
I'm not sure. Oh, that's the point you're trying to make.
Yeah.
They all look vastly different.
I recognized it. They're all people.
They all have.
I've cracked the case.
They all have faces, right, dude? I had no idea. Good for him, man. I tell you what. I tell you what. One of these days, guys, I'm gonna be shredded. No, I'm not. I don't care enough. Like I'm a little overweight, but I'm not to the point where I'm like unhealthy. So I'm comfortable. But yeah, good for Charlie. It's not easy to do. It is yeah, not easy.
Tweet was aimed towards those SNEAKO claimed wrong him, with Charlie at the face of the image. And despite Charlie managing to ignore SNEAKO throughout the months, such a tweet would also
Does he know how to play guitar?
Charlie responding,
Yeah, he's in a
marking the beginning
band.
of a massive
Oh,
dispute on
cool.
Twitter. Holy you pathetic sensitive
I don't know, like, it's funny. As I'm learning more about SNEAKO and seeing more about Charlie, it's like they're going like this, Brand. They're like my respect for Charlie increases, and my and my lack of respect for SNEAKO continues to falter. Or my respect for SNEAKO continues to falter.
They're all living. Little C's figured it out.
Oh, dude, I can't believe we didn't see that. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, the smoking gun is they're all living all
I
along.
completely missed that point.
What?
That they're all alive.
Watching your girlfriend
Yeah.
by numerous other men, and also insulted you for defending. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck. SNEAKO would clap back with a tweet, "You know in your soul you would never say that to my face." In which Charlie would reply, "You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now. You're still a goofy NPC. Even if you beat me in a fight."
I don't know what gave it away, but I
You're
got
still a
it.
cock
Yes,
who
you did.
defends. In which SNEAKO would reply, "You're not special from the other Toy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it." Before tweeting, "Soy keyboard warrior at Moist Critical." We all knew he wouldn't accept a fight. Lil bro is a 5'3" pasty gaming manlet.
He's
Have some
6
empathy.
actually.
However, just when you think the banter between the two wouldn't escalate any further, the complete opposite happened, as Charlie would upload a dedicated response video that would go completely viral. In the video,
Oh my god, how many views did that have? Did I see 9.1 million?
upload a dedicated response video that would go completely viral.
I'm almost
in the
done.
video,
My leg
Charlie would
hurts.
point out how SNEAKO was easily triggered by the
I'll be out there in a
arguments
second.
Charlie had made, and how he couldn't stop bickering about the topic for the past 3 months.
Thirsty brought me more water.
Can you believe that? How time flies. You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return and showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive fucking loser you are, because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months you have continued to melt down.
Charlie being so small makes him being shredded more impressive. Well, according to Brandon, he's about 6 foot tall, which is about how tall I am.
He's 5'6".
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's 5'6".
Oh. Okay. Let's be short.
And this is when things escalated to unprecedented levels of madness.
I thought you said he
Sprinkle
was
would
6 foot
showcase
tall.
a video of SNEAKO dancing
No, he's
on
5'6".
stream while threatening to shoot Charlie with a gun.
Yeah, this right here makes a big, strong man has to hide behind a
Right?
fucking gun. What a pussy.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, "Oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party over there at SNEAKO's stream, right? Welcome, cucks," that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
Additionally,
Yeah, that's not okay. At
Charlie
all.
would hilariously correct SNEAKO's
I would almost say that's grounds for fucking being arrested, dude.
terminology while passively showing he was heavily armed.
And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags.
Mags, yeah.
They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid.
What is this Smash Bros for his neutral? He wields a gun.
Then Charlie just one-ups him with a bigger gun.
Right, he pulls out a fucking assault rifle.
Anatomy lesson.
Charlie would then go on to point out how SNEAKO would always resort to challenging someone to a fight rather than using the mental capacity to come.
Also, can we? I just gotta point out and appreciate the fact that he's practicing safe gun control here too. Did you notice that? Look where his fingers are when he's holding it. Nowhere near the trigger at all.
Yeah.
Come up with any insults.
You are getting your feelings hurt, and your immediate
SNEAKO's an
response isn't
idiot
to fire
and had his
a gun.
finger on the trigger.
Shoot a gun.
Whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight. You've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, "I'll beat you in a fight." You beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you. It doesn't do anything. Everything I've said still stands. Nothing changes.
However, when going back to SNEAKO's initial tweet challenging Critical to a fight, it's important to note that SNEAKO has already been ducking another influencer who has already challenged him to a fight, Brandon Buckingham.
Okay, we are retreading a lot of territory here. I get it, but I do have to go, man.
Okay.
Ooh, my leg
What
hurts.
is your final rating out of 10? I need to know.
My final rating out of 10 for SNEAKO, I give him a 2. I give him a 2 because I'm gonna save ones and zeros for the absolute most deplorable people. Andrew Tate's a 0. Andrew Tate is a hard 0 because he was trafficking women. So he gets a 0.
If Andrew Tate's a 0, I will argue SNEAKO's a 1. With the liking of cuties, even if it's not for
yes, you're right.
necessarily
And he did the acting out of sexually assaulting somebody. There's no other way to say it. But he did.
And threatening to shoot somebody.
And he threatened to shoot somebody. So yeah, you're right. He is kind of a deplorable idiot. So yeah, I agree. A 1. SNEAKO gets a 1. He is a 1 out of 10 human being. He gets a 10% from me. Good job. Good job, SNEAKO. Not that that means anything to him or to anybody else, but to me, that's where I would put him. SNEAKO was never winning that fight. SNEAKO couldn't win a fight if his life depended on it. A lot of those guys have big fucking mouths, and you'll learn this in life too as you go through things. These people that talk loud and scream and act like they're just the biggest badasses in the world are almost always the biggest fucking pussies you'll ever meet in your life. That's just the fact of the matter. Like, somebody that's a badass that's going to absolutely annihilate you isn't going to talk shit. They're just going to fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, Moist Critical here was just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to talk about this. I guarantee you that he could have 100% wiped the floor with this fucking clown. Not even a question in my mind. But guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like before you leave this stream. I would appreciate it very much. Share with all your friends. Send them this video and say, hey, check this channel out. It's a good one. But this is going to conclude this Gathering Hall discussion, I think, because my fucking leg is killing me, dude. I gotta go. So, guys, catch you in the next one. Ethan tomorrow. I promise, Minecraft. But for tonight, I gotta be done. You too, Little C. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, the entire stream.
Catch you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.